Well,
But-
as I was reminded before the episode began, you guys did, in fact, get treasure at the end of your last session for overtaking
birds.
Feline's Fury.
That's right.
Another boat that you guys
Another
have
boat.
acquired from defeating the Poachers, setting the animals free,
The Poachers.
and freeing this this area of the land from any threat of poaching. So, congratulations, team. Now, I think at the end of the session, you guys decided that it was late at night, so you guys were going to take a long rest on the ship, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so never mind.
Yeah, you guys will be taking a long rest here. I'm gonna kind of skip you guys ahead. I didn't know if there was anything that you guys wanted to role play during the long rest,
Yeah,
or we can just go to the
I
next morning,
did.
or
But you go first.
The identifying of the longsword and of the feather ring.
great sword and the feather.
That's
ring.
what I meant.
The feather ring is a ring of feather falling.
Oh.
I did not link the details in my notes, but it should be in D&D Beyond. So you should be able to search it right up there. I think it has like a.
clumsy.
I think you can cast feather fall, and it has like a number of charges on it or something like.
Okay.
That.
The penguin.
He can't die when he falls, basically, because he's immortal in a way. So I'd say he's good. You're in the sky a lot.
I am in
Do
the
you
sky
want the
a
feather
lot.
fall
I
thingy?
might.
All right. I think you should personally.
That way
should
I
have
can
it.
just leap from my
And just be
owl,
like-
right?
But you could do
Or,
that as
um,
well, and just wild shape.
Oh, true. That's fine.
Whereas if Sylus
If-
falls out of the
True.
sky,
He's just.
But is he gonna get on anything that makes him fly? Like, he's so apathetic
So-
towards.
I will say,
I don't know his dreams when turtles fly. When doves cry.
if y'all ever just want to like drop me in a place,
Uh-huh.
like whenever you don't need it, if that was our plan, I could wear it and then give
Okay.
it back to you.
How long
I'd-
does it take
Are you
to
gonna like
attune?
hell divers?
Like 30.
down?
Yeah, basically.
Okay,
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
except for also,
So is it our featherfall token?
but also become this guy
Featherfall
instead.
ring?
Yeah.
Shit, that you.
Also,
You
in,
just.
in identifying the great sword, you discover that it is a
Pretty
plus
alright.
one great sword, which means it has the same stats as a normal great sword, but it gives you a +1 bonus to your attack and damage rolls made with this one. And it's considered magical, so any creatures that are resistant or immune to normal damage, that will break through those kind of immunities and
Okay.
resistances.
I don't need it. Obu's not great at swords.
do you need it? I have a magical
I
greatsword.
I have a regular greatsword.
I have a magical
Yeah.
greatsword.
All right, cool. You,
So I have the Shadow Blade greatsword.
Silas, do you still have that?
I have a moon touch.
That one. I just.
But I
you
will
have a
say,
great sword
I
too.
have a moon touch.
I've
But
been
he's
giving
not-
way too many great swords
he's
out this
not
campaign. I need to
proficient at it. I think it has like a -1 or something.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
This is a related moment.
I think I'll use the great sword if we come across anyone who it seems like it really shouldn't be as much damage as it should, but otherwise I'll use my glaive for the reach. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that sword in particular had one thing I had to. It does require attunement to that sword.
I put down that you
For the
got
great sword?
For the great sword, +1 great sword requires attunement.
Uh,
That means you have to
I'll
get to attune
somehow
with it.
mark it on my stuff, but that's 2 slots.
Can you harmonize with it?
Maybe.
Yeah. That's a +1 great sword. I wrote +1.
All right. Check that here.
Oh, if you
Are you attuning to it on this
Yes.
rest?
totally figure it.
Fantastic. I will
Right.
send you something later.
Sweet.
There.
There's a reason it requires attunement.
Oh.
Feel free.
Hey, also,
DMing me knows.
I want it now.
so after we all do whatever here, if you need someone to take over a ship, the people who used to own this ship are in my ship, so I'd be more than happy to lend my services for this one.
Obu gets pulled over or gets thrown over for voting for captain yet again. Obu wants to be captain of something.
The captain of the lobster.
I am. It's my.
I was
lobster.
supposed to be captain of the Rodamian boat, and he was going to stay on
But
Ruby
no,
Fate.
you get the tiny one. Wait, what? Emerald Fate.
Destiny.
What did we name all of them now? What are their names?
One's the Emerald Fate, one's the Emerald Destiny.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
we
need you-
I believe it is.
Does that mean all of them have to start with Emerald?
I don't know. Let's go.
Y'all keep
Maybe,
letting the
maybe
turtle
they
name
all
things.
have to be like green something. So like the next one's chartreuse.
There you go.
Sadness.
We can do Verdant. for
Verdant.
example.
Ooh, the Verdant bowling green.
The mucus morning.
I hate you. I hate you so much. What is that? What
Begmore,
is that?
if you can pilot a ship, welcome.
Sweet. I do have a proficiency in watercraft, so
You can do it. You got proficiency in watercraft?
When
sea
you're sleeping,
vehicles.
you better sleep with one eye open.
I sleep with both eyes open.
That's really creepy. Don't sleep like that. Just don't do that. That's gross.
We rescued some animals. So, are you happy now? How would you want?
Good start.
Mhm.
Okay, I haven't found any portals, but whatever.
How many are we keeping for dinner?
Doesn't matter, Providence. Either.
How many are we keeping for dinner?
Providence.
How many animals?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Verdant Providence. That's what.
It's 240.
Would never make it in this fleet.
No.
The verdant, the virulent verdant.
yeah, it sounds like with a
Viral?
Virulent.
Does that mean
Like viral.
very?
Just as a reminder,
It's a virus that is very.
if you guys
It's gonna jump from you to you to you to you.
remember last time that there were people currently working to repair this ship.
It's true.
I need
Oh
to-
yeah.
It does need work.
Okay.
So I can't sail. Right?
You guys can go do a damage assessment.
Can we go it?
Yeah, Bagmore and I can.
Okay. So Begmore and Sylus kind of go below deck to check out what was up, and it just looks like the ship took a massive lot of damage from bouncing off of icebergs on its way in. And you guys estimate that the repairs would probably take 4 days of nonstop work to get it to where it was like perfect.
Mhm.
And I'm talking mechanically, all back to 100% hit points.
That's a lot of work.
But it will sail, but you'll probably have to go slower, not to take on a bunch of water.
And any repairs be done while in the water.
You can repair while you're in the water. Yeah. Definitely not going to be as easy if it were just parked. But you can definitely do
Can
it.
we just take Sylus and stick his shell in one of the holes?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, I don't think Silas would allow that, but you
Verdant
can ask him.
path. I like it.
Oh my God.
I like it. It's the verdant path.
We know it's here.
Captain?
Not, oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
we know
yeah.
that.
Well, if it goes anywhere, then.
It was never meant to be.
Begmore goes.
Aw.
It's not the first time we've. Typically.
We're really good at it at this point.
Yeah, we're doing all
Does anyone else remember when he was crying when I wanted to go steal the ship from Rodam? I'm just saying.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
What if can we just like take the captain's wheel with us?
Oh my god.
It's just
Yeah. Yeah. It's like we
like
drop
rush
we,
hour when you
yeah,
take
we
the
drop
steering wheel
yeah,
out of
we
the
drop
car.
anchor and it's
Yeah.
like
You could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's take it.
yeah.
Begmore
Don't you
goes
need
up
to take the
and he
fin
gets
off
out
the
the
magnet?
club and goes
I-
and attaches
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Can you just like put it on your back?
Well, that's really cool.
Sure. Why not?
Wheel of weapons. and throw it like a big shuriken.
You said you were proficient in water vehicles?
Yes.
Now I'm stealing it.
Go ahead and roll a d20 for me. Let's see
Okay.
how well you can take this
Also-
off without damaging anything.
I'm also proficient with smith tools.
I will count
So
that.
I might
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
you can add your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
I'd say probably Dex would probably be the rule for this,
Okay.
as you're just trying to carefully kind of remove this without causing a...
So I'm scrolling, I promise. 23.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Piece of cake. After a few minutes, honestly, you're able to just kind of pull the.
I would be careful
Yeah,
because
love
it's
it.
clearly a damaged ship, and I don't know the age or history, anything like that.
I mean, as you're looking around, this sailing ship, it reminds you of the Emerald Fate, just a little bit smaller. It definitely doesn't have enough room downstairs, like as much room as the Emerald Fate does down below decks. It's very dirty, very unkempt. Like, it looks like the people, like, it trash everywhere. It's a nasty mess. Apparently the captain didn't run around and go, swab the decks, like, you know, most captains do.
Didn't have any goblins.
They didn't have any goblins to keep the place clean. That's
Really
right.
keep out of this.
And it also shows a lot of visible signs of a lot of damage in the past and repairs that were done. Because some of the, like, materials, it looked like they just kind of fixed it with whatever they had. So, like, there's some areas on the outside of the ship that look like they were patched in with different wood.
yeah, my roof
So-
looks like that.
Yes. So you kind of got in a, like, this looks like ramshackle, but it's functional.
They're really good at running the ship into icebergs, but that's about
Yeah.
it.
Right.
You want me to hold that wheel for you?
Yeah,
It
I,
does
I
also.
would. I would really like that.
It does
Oh,
also have an
no!
interesting to the
We
at the
need,
front
like,
of the
a
ship.
time counter.
Yeah.
It has a
Where's the little
harpoon
clicker?
type gun on the front of the ship
Fun. Wait.
that is kind of
Fun count.
mounted into the ship to
Okay.
stabilize it. And also on the sides, you notice that you know how the Emerald Fate has the two ballistas, kind of like ballistas on the back, kind of. These are more like right on the side of the ship, behind where the gangplanks kind of come out. And the cool thing about those is these are actually detachable. They fold, and they have these little boxes next to them they can be shoved into.
Oh.
So if
Would-
you never needed them out of the way for any reason, you could just, and they can be put back out and attached kind of quick.
I'll pretend to be a merchant.
Oh. I like this. So this one potentially could be a faster sloop for like going in and attacking, like a scout boat. Yeah. Get in there, get out really fast, and be like, Captain, Captain, we're under attack. I can hear it, you know.
We're
So,
gonna need a bigger-
Yeah, we're gonna
putting
need-
together the type of damage plus the weapons.
I want to be a general in our army.
Is there? Does it look like they sustained any kind of damage that would be, you know, because someone blew a hole open in the side?
Some of it could be.
Okay,
I mean,
but it's just
based on your
yeah,
assessment, it's hard to
Yeah.
tell. But
Yeah.
the
Okay.
people who repaired the ship seem like they repaired it well enough that I mean,
It's just not pretty.
it's just not pretty.
Okay.
You know, it's like whatever they had on hand. You know,
Yeah.
they
Well,
made
they're
it
dead
work.
now, so- But we don't have 4 days to sit around here now.
I mean, the animals are
Well, you
safe, so
could
I'm
sink
done.
it.
I mean, we took the wheel. We'll
It's
just
a free
come
boat.
Babu, take the wheel.
back.
Meanwhile, Kopic has been tying the wheel onto the rope that he's got looped around him.
Perfect.
What time?
But tying it
You guys just woke up.
just to one
early
section.
morning.
Okay.
You look like a Catholic.
If you guys
like,
remember, it took you
saint.
2 days
Yeah,
to get here.
the thing
From,
Right behind-
Yeah,
right
it
behind
looks
that.
really great.
Because you guys had to make camp once before you came here. So
How's this?
Oh, that's okay. Isn't it?
how's the what?
Storm.
He's just
I
his
don't-
beard in the wind.
Well, I mean,
Standing on
was
the
it
back of the ship.
storming that
Or
bad?
just like
or-
misty.
It's
we
just
couldn't
it's
see
just
anything.
always kind of like misty. Here.
Yeah.
Like it's always.
Just 17. Looks like
Oh,
the Game
and before I
of Thrones
forget, I
chair,
forgot this
but
little
just
line. It says
standing.
below deck there are several secret compartments where boards can be lifted and items can be stowed, kind of like Millennium Falcon.
I really like this
Can
modular.
can we see
place.
if there are any items
Oh,
stowed?
yeah.
There. I mean, this was all kind of like this is probably where you found the box that had the great sword in
Oh,
it
okay.
and
Okay.
things like that. But there are those things there. If you need, like, I say secret as in if you're really kind of looking, you'll find them.
Place a giant rug
We
over
need some
'em.
carpets.
Yeah.
Big rug.
Yeah.
Now,
that's right.
now we know how you guys found the loot. We'll be going around the room going,
Got it.
somebody pops out.
Give me your sword.
So you guys remove the helm from the ship. What is it?
I forgot
We're
what
in
the
a
other
bind.
objectives were. I know that we're supposed to be figuring out the reason behind. I'm just gonna look at my notes. Look at somebody else real quick.
Okay.
Were we going to kill the dragon?
Where's you?
So while
That's
she's looking at her
Yuka.
notes, I'm just
Yuka.
gonna make sure
Where's Yuka?
the ship's
Yuka's
actually.
Okay.
Oh.
Where's
We're
Yuka?
dragon!
She
We're
pops
then.
out from one of the storage things that Kopic probably stuffed her in. Yuka!
And we have no idea if she's a dwarf. Nope.
Dragon.
No.
Turtle.
For a moment, she looked like
She
a
looked a
turtle
turtle. That's right.
when you guys were walking here.
Oh, yeah.
So,
But then-
Wild magic there.
Ah,
I'm gonna make sure that like the ship's tied off
You didn't like
correctly, and
No, it's
Yeah.
stably anchored.
Okay.
So it's all good.
shape-shifting penguin dragon.
I'm not trusting, but I'm also
Dragon.
verifying.
Yeah.
So it's not trust but
My
verify.
note.
Yeah, you
Yuka
don't think
looks
it's gonna go in, like
young
you
female
guys
turtle.
got all the
What?
sails sealed, like pretty sealed tight shut, so that nothing's gonna. I mean, you did the best you can.
Mhm.
When you leave it, it's kind of being left to whatever happens here. So
Okay, well, I guess we'll head back to.
Yes.
head back to the Magic Society.
And
Of magic people.
unless we are the other stuff we want. Asked us. One person asked us.
No, they
But we're
asked
not
us to get
gonna-
rid of the dragon.
No,
Well,
they
they-
had beef.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah, one of those girls was like,
The Tiefling Mage
I'm
She
racist.
had
was
beef.
really upset about the giants being.
Racist.
I still say if we go
That
ask the
might be
giants and tell them
something
we
I
need their
wasn't
help with the dragon.
Mhm.
I mean, but don't.
I'm
He-
part giant.
He's also
I'm
part
not.
giant, or he is part
I was
something.
yeah, I was a giant foundling.
We got two people who can talk to him, and then we can just go.
We need help because our puny slaves can't help us.
I don't think I
Uh,
like this idea anymore.
I think we can be honest.
We can try honesty.
Maybe not with the poachers, but with the giants, they'll be like, okay, why are you lying?
That's hard for us. We've never really funds for honesty.
We're really bad at also being dishonest. Just really bad at, except for you apparently. Really good at it.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
The animals
okay.
that are here, are they gone?
I think you guys did free them.
And they
We
were-
let them all out.
Yeah, you.
So
let-
you're happy now.
and your owlbear
And
friend
Owen's
companions, they ran away.
Alan
So,
Berry.
Allenberry.
Mhm.
We didn't
I
keep
wrote
any.
that down. That's like I have 3 notes, and one of them is just Alan Berry.
Alan-
I forgot who it was.
Allenberry.
Until
That's
that.
Mhm.
The giants were direction.
They were. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it'd be a great distance there. And honestly, they don't know
Okay, cool,
exactly
cool.
where their location is. They just know the general kind of vicinity because none of them have really like
Steeds?
ventured close enough.
Maybe we could
Find us
sail
some-
there.
If only we had some animals that hadn't been let free.
we could find some
I
snow
don't think
demons.
that Alan
Snow
Berry would let you ride. it.
demons?
No, thank you.
I don't know why I said that.
I mean, of the ideas, that is one of them,
That-
but not
sure, but
not the
no.
one I'm gonna take.
Is the Magic Society people back that direction? I don't have a map on that.
So imagine like, I'm gonna go the opposite. So you guys sailed across the sea
Landed
or
there.
here, and then you parked your
Yeah.
ship kind of here. Here's where the Magic Society is. Okay, you went down here to get to there. The giants are up here somewhere. So
so
it
it's
would
triangle.
be, it kind of would be on the way, but you'd have to like
You're off.
go this way, veer, and then.
Expert.
Do we want
Gotta go have
to?
hot
I
dogs.
don't think that's. I don't think that's a quadrilateral.
Do
Comment, what are
do,
you talking about?
I have no idea. That was a mighty big one.
do we want to
I'm proud
park?
of you.
Do we want to park
That's
this
what that
ship?
means when it has 4 legs, right?
So that was the
I'm
only, that was the one thing you
listening.
remembered from the library at Westbridge.
What did he say?
Do we want to park this ship next to y'all's other ship and just?
Do we want to maybe?
Try to move it, maybe.
Yeah, we can
One
take it
more
along
day
the
to-
shore. And just go.
There's like a lot of icebergs to weave through, right?
While
To get
we're
back.
going,
Wow.
can
So we have to go
repair
slow
stuff?
anyways.
Can we repair other things while we are sailing?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, let's do that, and then we get rid of like a half a day or of stuff. I don't know. That's your decision.
But presumably you have a crew with the other ship.
Presumably,
Oh, they should be
definitely.
there.
They hopefully.
So
They don't really have anywhere
Oh,
else
they
to
might
go.
have left.
so could they potentially
They have
help
my
with
money.
some
Yeah.
repairs while
Yeah.
we're okay?
They're
My
pretty cool.
money specifically.
Maybe I can help navigate us.
I can also help navigate
Go up.
because
Yeah, especially if you're out in front with the bird. Yes. Maybe even Obu.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh,
You can scout.
we could tie a rope around Obu and have her turn into a fish.
Excuse me.
Mhm.
Excuse me. Why? What did I
If you
miss?
could guide
To
us.
help guide
the
us.
Yeah.
icebergs.
It could be a orca.
Yeah, it could be
Or
it could be
minnow.
I don't
it could
know
be
what the
you.
orca challenge rating is.
It could be you and Yuka.
Okay.
You and Yuka,
2.
both out front.
Okay, let me just swim with the penguin. I can do that. Yeah, I guess. Weird, but sure.
So I'm gonna tie the other end of my rope. The Obu would hold the wheel.
I could also.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
am I
put the wheel back
pulling the
on.
boat? I don't think I can pull the boat.
I might
No,
be
we're
able
gonna sail
to.
the boat.
Do you want me to just be
You
an
would
orca
just be
and just
guiding.
pop out of the water occasionally?
Yeah, occasionally.
Yeah, I don't have to be tied up. You can't hold me back.
You could just be a dolphin and do the flipper thing. You know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Could she survive in the
I'll be a shark and I'll just be like Finn.
You'd probably be okay as like a fish. It's like a sea creature of that.
I mean, haven't you ever had frozen fish sticks before?
What's a?
Yes.
Am I able
But
to
if
turn
you
into
just
a
jumped
whale?
in as
trying to figure out
Obu and
the-
we're just kind of like
Whale,
swimming
I'll die.
around, the cold
Whale.
would probably affect you. Yes.
I do have a ring of swimming that makes my movement speed the same as my.
I have a cap of water breathing. I could jump in with you too.
Go ahead, copy.
If
We're both
Comics jumping in.
blue.
if everyone's in the
water
water,
breathing? You're getting in the ice cold water?
Yep.
Okay.
With your armor on.
There he goes.
womp, 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 wada-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay.
The wheel is still on my back.
So
So,
a killer whale.
Topic, make a constitution saving throw for
Oh
me.
boy.
You see.
The
Oh.
water is freezing.
Hey,
And
I
your
can be a
gold armor
blue
kind of
whale.
enhances that a little bit.
Yes.
Do you want me to be a blue whale?
What's a challenge rating? What kind of challenge rating can you be? You can
I
be
was-
a blue whale with your
I
challenge
think so.
rating?
It's a let's see, blue whale, indie wiki
It's
challenge rating. Where's it at? You on here?
So I think you have to. It's like half
half your level.
your level.
But
or
I have
something.
a different thing where it goes up differently for
Yeah, circle
up the
the
moon.
moon.
Why is it not showing this?
I think Circle of the Moon is half. I think it's the other ones that have even lower.
Yeah.
I'm not
That's a
seeing.
26.
Oh, it's a 10.
26. Oh,
It's a
you
10 on the
mixed it.
challenge rating. So I
It's
think
not
that's
cold to
maybe
you.
I'm gonna do 10s. What?
You remember like growing up in the mountains and stuff, and the
This is
cold doesn't
nothing.
really
I'm-
affect you that
I'm
much?
just in there,
You
you
do a
know,
killer whale.
trying to backfloat, but sinking a little bit. So
We
it's
can do above
Hey.
3.
a little more
Hey.
vigorously swimming than I
We
thought.
can do the wind and the rock and the elementals.
You can do that at CR.
Okay, so we're at minimum CR5. I can be a killer whale. Yeah,
Very nice.
it's okay. It's cool, I guess.
It's cool.
It's
Uh,
fun.
So-
what's your?
Here you go.
You know.
You just had Shamu sitting around?
You
From last
from
time.
last time.
Oh, yeah!
And so she has seen it.
I had you
Oh,
have seen
yeah!
it. So
I'm
yep.
gonna turn into that.
Remember you named him Justice.
We
Oh,
did.
no.
Did you jump in first? You're doing that
Is
on the
there
deck.
also limited to?
I jump out as Obu, but land in the water,
No, there's
SeaWorld
justice.
style,
I
as
know.
Shamu.
I'm gonna swim over to the back of Shamu and just sort of grab onto the fin.
And, I'll be
Oh,
like, and I look, and I'm like, is the ping? But I can't say anything, so I just go.
Yuka jumps into the water. It
We
swims
still need the
really
wheel.
fast.
Yeah, we don't have the wheel.
That's really cool.
And we haven't tied anything to anything.
Hmm.
Oh shoot! Wait, he has the wheel and he's in
So
the
on my
water.
back.
I'm gonna start getting the ship.
I'm gonna go
Ready.
back and kind of
Okay.
try to push you onto
To-
the
I'll
side.
focus
sail.
on repairing while we move.
Okay. Cool.
I
So we
will
got
scout.
a guide.
I'm just along for the ride.
You're just along for the ride.
Have my wheel back?
You're going to scout ahead
Just-
on.
Comics is gonna
Okay.
wing the wheel up to
Repairs,
whoever I can
Steer
see.
the ship.
You're going to steer the ship.
Like,
Mhm.
this
Eventually,
call, we're just
Kopic
gonna-
does
Ninja
swim
star.
back to you and toss the helm back up so you can reassemble
All
it.
right, I'll
Full
take
on
some
like
time
Ninja
doing that.
Star.
Okay. I'll just say it's a kind of like a take 10 sort of thing, and you
Mhm.
attach it, and it's
Mhm.
on. You just took it apart. You know how it
That'd
goes
be
Yeah.
the
together,
coolest
so-
weapon. To have a giant ninja star like that. That's actually just
Just
a
helm with
sailing a
blades
helm
and-
with
Is-
blades.
Had we been walking somewhere and got into a fight, the first thing Comic would have done would have been to pull it up and thrown it, and then grab the rope and try to like lasso somebody.
That
with
would have been like an Elden Ring character. Just like,
Um,
Rygar, come on.
I would like. Let's do a skill challenge with this. Following checks that I will need. You're just along for the ride.
No, I'm just riding the whale.
Is there anything that you would be saying?
My name's Shamu. Thank you.
Are you saying anything to your group?
He's saying,
or are you...
Like iceberg this way.
Yeah, if long as she's turning, I'll be just sort of calling out and pointing where icebergs are that Obi's starting to.
I go
Dodge.
underwater occasionally just to drown him for a second.
So
before
you're
the
you're
cap
trying to
kicks
relay
in.
information?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How about you make...
It puts his little wetsuit hat on.
Comes down over my nose.
Let's do this. Let's do... You guys pick. One of you is going to make a survival check. The other one is going to make a perception check.
You have
Which
higher
one do you
perception,
think would be
right?
more-
You took that thing.
I'll let
I
you
plus
guys
9 in
decide on that.
perception. I'll do perception.
I'll do survival.
Okay,
I'm
you
gonna
guys
do
can
it
make
over
those two checks. You're going to make some sort of charisma-oriented check to be able to communicate back to the vessel, to Begmore, so he can understand exactly what you're telling him.
Whoa, girl.
Okay? Begmore, I'm just going to have you make some kind of, what would be a good check for just being able to steer through all this stuff?
Should it just be like the
Just
the
the-
vehicle check?
The vehicle check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just make that. That is your skill challenge part. Sylus, on your skill check, I need to have...
I'm also bailing water.
It's what?
I'm also bailing water while fixing.
Okay,
Because I'm
gotcha.
sure we're taking on a
He's
little
just
bit.
drinking it.
What
Well-
would be a good skill we could use for you to repair this ship while you're moving?
Sleight of hand. Survival. Athletics.
Survival.
Can I use
Acrobatics?
intimidation so I can be yelling as. No, look her, you idiot! Blah, blah, blah.
Sure, why not?
Okay,
Is there a stat for curmudgeonly?
I have a +3 to intimidation.
Oh, well, that works.
Yeah.
Acrobats? Would acrobats be?
What-
kind
what
of
do-
repairs is it? Is it
what
like
do
heavy lifting and
artificers
moving,
use?
or is it
Holding
more
wood
like-
in place, nailing it to
I was gonna say
studs.
investigation, maybe.
Investigating, you're
Because I'm
investigating.
taking my time.
And you
Maybe.
Yeah, I
I,
think
I
you-
only have a +2, so it's not like
I
it's-
personally
I
think
think
he's
you're reaching it.
intimidating the wood into place.
I could lie
I mean,
to the wood.
like
Roll
also
my
also
mind.
Everything's
down.
fine.
like taking planks out that like they need to like sawing.
I would say survival.
Yeah, what's your survival bonus? Go ahead and make a survival check on. We'll do that.
The other thing I was gonna say,
I apologize in advance.
Oh no.
Did you
Oh,
roll
no.
terribly before?
I have a +3.
Just
Oh,
follow
no.
the whale.
Oh no!
Just
So
follow
it's
the
literally-
whale.
I'm sitting on facing the fin, and I am yelling out at, or this, at least in how my head this is going. Iceberg on the right,
My passive perception
You're
is
on the
19.
right.
but I'm looking this way, so I'm telling him it's on the right, pointing to my right.
So let me have Silas's roll next.
Okay.
What did you roll for your starting to repair this vessel?
8.
An 8. Okay, that's 2 fails.
I got a nat
Mhm.
20.
Natural 20. That covers for those 2
Yeah.
fails.
What, 9?
Yeah,
Plus 8,
9.
so
Or
28.
28. And you did the.
I am- Yes, survival.
Survival. Okay.
I did perception. I got a 17.
17.
But that's only because I rolled an 8 and I have a +9.
That's a success.
Yes.
Begmore, what about your roll to navigate or to steer the ship?
11.
11.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
It's definitely 11.
Okay.
Why?
So that's 3 passes and 3 failures.
Hero points.
Wait,
What's
what
that?
did Yuka get? What did
There's 5
Yuka
of us.
get?
She got a natural 20, which
I
counts as
get
2
2. Oh, okay.
successes. Thank goodness.
Does
You're
Yuka
welcome.
get to roll for
I d-
enjoyment?
Yuka's not really doing anything.
No.
Oh,
You
shit.
just
She's having a
there.
great time.
I have to toss this out then. I rolled a nat 1.
No!
Oh.
I have a +3. That's why it's a 4.
Oh, indeed. So that counts as 2 fails. So you guys fail.
Bonk.
So you guys are.
I realized that when you said that counted for 2. I went, oh, that means
Yeah,
9
you know,
did too.
you start out kind of slow. Is you know, Begmar's having to do a lot because he's on the vessel himself.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to first go and like unfurl a sail
Mm-hmm.
before he could even pull up the anchor by himself. After reattaching the helm to the vessel that you guys took off, and then decided you changed your mind, so you have to put it back on. So he's having to do all this stuff, and it's really tough. Like it's just really tough to crew a ship this size by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Which
He's
other-
got
and steer-
Sylus with him.
Well, Sylus is busy
Silas
downstairs.
decided not to help.
I'm drinking seawater apparently.
Sylus, all of a sudden, piece of an iceberg comes flying in
Okay.
at you, kind of like the scene in the Titanic when it's just
And you just go, I
And-
told you on the right!
Magmar. The ship makes contact with another one of these floating icebergs,
Cast
and
heal on the ship.
it takes. Somebody can rate this down. It takes 36 points of hull damage
Dang!
as a board you just put into place gets ripped, and then plus 5 other boards just get ripped off the side of this vessel as the ice kind of connects with it. And just grabs a hold of it and rips it off the
I'm gonna
side.
shout out to Begmore and say, "This ship's really thirsty."
Why'd you turn left? I said there was an iceberg on the left.
I'm going
What'd
to
you say?
like. I'm sure there's something to like keep the ship going straight.
You can kind of like rock a broom handle.
yeah,
in there.
yeah.
It's-
And I'm gonna run down and let the anchor go
and re-anchor the
Yeah.
ship. Okay.
because he said we're taking on water,
Okay.
so that's a priority right now for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I go
Uh,
up and throw him back on board?
Sylus, make a dexterity saving throw.
Got you. 9 plus.
Hey, just remember you can give him disadvantage. Just saying.
Don't you dare.
Yeah, it's like I don't remember.
8.
Yeah.
The vessel, all of a sudden, starts coming to like it's just been the brakes have been slammed on. It's not going incredibly fast, so it's not too bad. You kind of step in one of your buckets that you got, and you slip, and you just kind of fall into that area where you have all your tools and stuff. You're just kind of like laying there as Begmore comes rushing down.
Mhm.
Good
Help.
night, you.
Just help.
Help.
I'll use help action.
Thank you for helping.
I start beating on the fin, trying to get Omu to realize the ship has stopped, and I just.
Yeah, you guys all start to notice that the ship has abruptly come to a stop. The sail's still swirled out, but you can see that the anchor has been lowered.
I'm gonna go up to the hull real quick, or up to the side, and I'm gonna like try to push you to get onto the boat. And then I actually want to go under and go where the hole is on the side of the boat,
Okay.
and smash myself up to the side of it to try to act as like a stopper,
Okay.
and then
From,
hopefully.
from what you can see under the boat, like it's not like the. Luckily, the parts where the massive holes are a little bit above like where it is. So we kind of like some of the waves kind of like splash in, but
Mhm.
it's not like severely taking on water like where you guys are going to be.
Okay. Would I be any
Okay.
help if I did kind of sidle up to the boat at all, or
I mean,
would
it
that
would
just
help
be...
it a little bit. It'll
Okay.
stop like the little, just small waves that are kind of splashing up on the side from getting in.
Then I'll do that, and I'll try to stay there until they hopefully fix the worst of that.
Okay.
All right,
I'll
I
go.
think I think we should at least take a day before we continue.
Topic, maybe it would help if you on the ship.
I'm just gonna climb in through the hole.
As you climb in,
More
like,
water
I'm
comes
like
in.
gonna push you out. Stop.
She has a bunch of water.
I
You
just
said
go,
come in!
No.
Stop fighting!
I'm just sitting back on the whale again. Just,
I can't stop you.
Are you guys deciding on taking a day to try to do
Yeah.
some repairs?
Mhm.
Or just kind of.
Because I don't want this to next time be below, and then I have to operate a pump.
Do we know how many points are currently, or is it a guesstimate?
Yeah, it's kind of a guesstimate.
Okay, don't type. It's more fun if I don't.
Actually, yeah.
how big is this hole? The size of a wine cask.
Red box.
5 boards
Red boards.
plus
5
the one you
boards.
just put up.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably
Is
more.
it
Probably more so what?
like
what
2x4s?
yeah, kind of like 2x4s. Yeah.
What about the trapdoors?
We need more wood. We don't have any.
Oh, luckily there's plenty of material.
Okay.
I was just thinking it's pre-made. You just
Luckily for you guys, it seems like they knew they had repair issues, and they do
Mhm.
have repair materials that could repair this on the ship.
Yeah, we'll
If
take
you
it
guys
away.
want, we can. I'm gonna stay in wild shape as long as it'll let me, and kind of brace while they me as a thing, so the water doesn't come in, and then they're.
I'm gonna go put the sails up.
Just for the sake of brevity here, if you guys are all kind of on the ship and working together on this, we can say a day passes, you guys all kind of work together on it.
I bring
Mhm.
Willow a box.
What I will do, since you're all kind of like working together to repair this, I'll say the 4 days, we'll take it down to 2. We'll take 2 days off since you guys took the extra time and all of you together working on the ship. Bring some of the time down.
I like.
It's like
Uh,
montage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hammers and nails and all the good stuff.
Like I'm definitely gonna work a full day
Okay.
on this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants, if you guys want to do any like little role play scenes here, you can, or we
Mhm.
can just kind of skip ahead to the next day
Yeah,
when
I
you
got
guys are ready to
something. What do we do? We're gonna go kill a dragon?
Obu accidentally hammers her finger and then goes, "Oh no!" And then Willow comes by and she's like, "Here's a healing item." He's like, "Aw."
Mhm.
And then we go like this, and we go.
I'm gonna stop Sylus from using Yuka as a hammer. You know.
And then go, no. And then he goes,
Tries to hit Obu with
We
hammer.
really do choose.
yeah, honestly. You do choose the hardest way to do things.
Like, if we wanted the ship, we could just have them.
Oh yeah, we
Or-
could
We
buy
could just
several
go
ships.
Buy one.
That's not fun.
But that's not
That's not-
reducing, reusing, and recycling.
Hmm
There it is.
We reduce the
Or
crew. We reuse the boards on.
Our money will go to somebody else, and their ship will. That's reusing.
Karmic
And they're
money.
recycling their ship
Mhm.
by giving.
And we put a giant hole in this one and sink it. It becomes a habitat problem
We're
for
not
fishies.
commissioning a new boat.
You know, it's a previously owned, new to you situation. Like that
We'll get
adventures kit you bought.
we'll get
That
it.
was new to you.
I can
We'll
only
get
Get detail before we.
I can only imagine like a used boat lot where like one of it is just sitting on the floor of the harbor. But like
leave
you
Stan
can
out
walk on
so
top of the
many
deck.
goblins in this ship.
Yeah.
There's just like this sign written sail.
Yeah.
And you
Or
draw
sail.
SAIL.
the mast is the only thing sticking up out of the
Yeah.
top of the water.
Hmm
You leave Stan out of this. He was a good salesman.
hmm
Clearance.
Every ship he sold came with a tachometer. Told you how many tacks there were
How
on the
big
ship.
is the clearance on this ship?
Top secret.
20 feet. 30?
I'd have to research that.
That's fine.
that is a question I don't
Can
have
it
in my
fit
notes.
in
the
the
answer
line
to
at McDonald's?
Can it go to the drive-thru?
Yeah.
probably not.
And I don't want it.
Definitely not Chick-fil-A. It's only
So,
9
one day repairs or 2?
We're down to 2 port.
Or do we just want to
What are
fix
we
the
doing?
ship?
Oh.
Do we just want to fix the ship?
Wait, we're down
It's
to
not
2
like
days?
we have to
Yeah.
be anywhere.
If you guys did that again for another day, all 5 of you kind of working together and restoring this, I would say it would take the 4 days was like if you only had like 2 people who knew what they were doing, just staying there and just kind of working. But if you're all working on it together, I'll reduce it.
Okay.
Do you have food? There was some
I have
food
food.
in the ship. It's
ate
not the greatest.
Right overboard.
Druids can always find food.
I mean, I think Kopic does some fishing,
Yeah, he does a lot of
so
fishing.
you could have a montage of Kopic catching some fish.
As a killer whale, I could scare a bunch of fish in our direction, and he could just catch them all.
Totally could. You could also just go eat them yourself, and then you're fine.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm not worried about it. Where I just hold them in my mouth, and then I get closer to the boat, and then I jump.
Okay, let's do this.
Mhm.
Repairs.
2 days of repairs. All right. After the 2 days, you pretty well confident that you guys got this thing
Okay.
back
Sweet.
tip-top shape. Now, I will say that now the materials are going to get kind of low.
Okay. Yeah.
they had
'cause-
enough for you guys to like restore it
Mhm.
this time, but another time you're going to have to go find materials yourself.
Time to take
fix
it to the fleet.
Yeah. Let's. I guess let's wait until, we can see and if you're flying out, that's still a good idea. I need someone on the front of the ship.
I'll do it.
I'll stand up front too. I'll put a torch and I'll light some arrows and just start shooting flaming arrows at the iceberg, so they try to light up for you.
So
Yeah.
that took a whole. So that took to the end of the second day. Are you guys going to sail at night?
No.
No,
Or are you going to wait till the next morning?
Yep.
Okay.
next
okay.
morning.
You got it. So I will say, for the sake of brevity here, you guys have your positions together, but we're not going to roll for this one. You guys kind of make your way out of the as you get. You probably have to sail a little bit out first to get to kind of open free water, and it's going to take a lot of work from navigators to just make sure you're not drifting off in random directions.
Yeah.
To get yourself, because it's just a cloud of mist, so it's really hard to navigate even out around here. But you guys are able to take. It took you 2 days by boat. It would probably. I mean, you guys could probably get over there within, a half a day, probably traveling around
Okay.
the edge of there. So, about midday, you guys start to see the docked Emerald Destiny,
Right, because
It was,
or the
during that
anchored.
hurricane.
It was anchored, right,
Yeah.
or close to the edge of the shore. So you guys are able to see it, and you kind of steer it in, and
Yeah.
weave through.
It's Emerald Destiny.
You do
Emerald
see
Fate.
that the crew starts kind of like moving about.
Do
As
y'all
you
want to
start
go out
getting
ahead
closer.
to?
Yeah.
Can you go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
make sure
I'll
they don't
fly
attack
over.
us.
Fire
So
an
you,
arrow
you
on
kind
it.
of find, yeah. So as you see them, something like you can see one of the goblins like wave around, and he just sees Willow and Rowan flying, and they kind of calm themselves down. Cog was getting all excited, and he's like, "Oh, slinks off." Act
We
down
really
to
need to take him
drink
out to
again."
play. We need to let him go running every now and then.
And you guys
We
end
can
up
bring him to the dragon.
successfully bringing the boat back and kind of parking it right next to the other vessel. So you guys have been reunited with your Emerald Destiny.
It's now Emerald Destiny, Emerald Fate, and
Can we
Verdant
change
Path.
all the emeralds?
I think we
I
need
think we need
to.
to.
Says who?
Says us.
As a dispute about the names of the ships.
You can't
becomes-
have two
How
emeralds.
show a vote to the crew.
You can't have 2 emeralds and one other thing. Unless we have another emerald, and then it's stupid. What's another? Emerald Path?
I see that you're avoiding eye contact with me.
Oh, no. No, I just didn't know you were giving me any. You're all the way over there.
Don't you remember I was fishing yesterday and I caught that turtle and she cooked it and ate soup out of its shell?
Yeah,
She still feels a little bad about that.
I do. I don't like that he killed the turtle, but also... Gotta eat.
I'm gonna start caring about anything. If you are gonna.
Uh,
We don't care.
so,
I didn't think I just caught a turtle.
we just need to...
I thought it was your daddy.
Vida!
We just need to change the name.
Yes, Captain.
Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Is everything fine with you? We haven't seen you in a number of days.
What about
We did things.
Jade
Yeah, we
Mist?
met people and
For this
killed poachers.
I
There are
like that
people
Jade
out
Mist.
there?
Mhm.
They're cold.
And not one Verdant Path.
It's freezing out here.
Like the one we took
Is every-
over,
is
Jade
Jade
Mist.
Everything
Jade
good
Mist.
so far?
Yeah, we're good. We're stable. I mean, we were well
Yeah,
prepared.
so now we have
We just need to change
Well,
emerald.
dragon's still
and keep the depth
thing.
for it.
Emerald
Dragon?
Destiny?
There might be a dragon
Okay.
here.
Oh.
Verdant. Emerald Fate
Great.
and Jade
Yeah,
Mist.
but just
I like that.
there's a dragon thing.
The thing. Oh,
Julie.
right.
Yeah,
Just the thing.
Just do the thing.
We changed the names of the
There's no other advice I could give you to help you in this situation. So
All right.
Think like Sylus does.
I'll have Cog ready to raise anchor immediately.
yeah, you can leave, I guess.
How can we help?
Get the.
You
Get
seen
the,
any giants?
We need you to get Gleep and
We haven't
Glop
seen any. There's
or
giants too.
whatever.
Huh. And there's... And you can pick up Yuka.
Yuka! Did that
turtle
penguin just talk?
dragon. Yes, it's a dragon that turns into a turtle.
I think
and a
Yuka
penguin.
would remember the penguin because I think
yeah, everybody saw.
everybody
Yuka.
saw the penguin. So
It turns into a turtle. And it might be the dragon.
the penguin turned into a turtle.
Huh.
That is a penguin.
Yes, I know, but it used to be a turtle.
Lida,
A penguin that
don't
talks.
try to understand it. Just live in it.
Smile and wave,
I've
boy.
Smile and
learned
wave,
to.
boys.
I've learned that I need to just grasp that with this crew.
Yep. We don't understand it, so we're here not wondering about
so,
it.
so
There's hazard pay for cold weather
Yeah.
ooh, excellent.
missions.
Oh, yeah.
So it's fine.
The crew will be
He'll
excited
pay you
about this
so
too. So, are you going after the dragon?
Yes. And we're gonna leave this boat here with you. I think
Where did this boat come?
the poachers.
The Poachers.
There were poachers.
Poaching.
There were Poachers.
Hi.
They were
Hi,
I'm
horrible,
hey, I remember you.
Yeah.
horrible
Still
people.
good.
Killing animals. Selling animals. It was awful. The poor snow leopard. He was crying. Not anymore. Now they're crying in hell.
Now the snow leopard ran back to the dragon, and now it's dinner.
No.
Well, I'm glad that you were able to
Can
save
you
the snow leopard.
have a few. Do we need the ship to go to?
I don't think so.
No, because it's on land.
They said
yeah,
they
you
were
guys
land
kind
that
of.
way.
Yeah,
Unless
you
you
guys
can
were
fly
able
the
to.
ship.
Can you have the crew give?
We can
Well-
fly the ship?
We changed the names of the ship, Lida, by the way. Can you get Gleep to help out with that?
Oh, I don't think we really want that.
I know.
They always spell things wrong.
Okay. Maybe just you know about it, okay?
Especially if it's very complicated language.
It's more than 3 letters, so I would say
Oh, yeah,
yes.
then don't
Yeah.
have them do it.
It's a
Yeah.
goner.
Do you have anybody that would want to do it? I just don't know who to give the menial work to.
It comes to the rating of intent.
All right, so how
Ooh,
about in
how
our
about
hearts?
fig leaf?
That's cute. I like that a lot. We need that for a tiny little canoe.
Or what about one of the
I
like?
meant
we
to-
already
the
have the
lifeboats.
names.
I meant
Everyone
to
No,
knows.
no, no, no. I mean like for the
What?
for the
Oh,
lifeboats.
Bailey.
Fig.
I do like that for a ship name. It's so cute. That's like
it's
our.
not gonna be called the fig.
Yes. Okay.
I mean, have
What
fig leaf
about
make
like
the
what,
name.
like
The safety boats are now
yeah.
named the fig leaves.
The
You
fig
wanna
leaves.
Yes.
name it
So,
fig leaf,
Lida,
not
I'll
name it
tell
fig
you,
leaf.
this new one, it's called the Jade Mist.
The Jade
Yes.
Mist.
Yes.
That's fair.
Uh,
I will accept.
And then
Okay,
the
that's
Emerald Destiny is now the Verdant Destiny.
Oh, the goblins will never be able to spell
Yeah, no.
that.
And then Emerald Fate's still the Emerald. Yeah,
Well,
we
okay.
couldn't get away from the green thing.
I'm glad you all decided this for me.
Oh my god.
Will Mutiny.
Don't worry about it. They say
Will Mutiny. You watch out.
we need a new captain. They say.
Hi,
Now someone's an
I'm the
admiral.
new captain.
Someone's an
Right,
admiral.
Yeah.
Admiral.
No.
Yeah, there's,
Commandant.
Commodore.
y'all have 3 ships, right?
Mhm.
So someone's a admiral. Who was the original captain?
Me.
So now you're an admiral. Yeah.
So now you
I
go
like
sit.
this guy.
So you go sit in office, which means I get the Emerald Fate.
Did you go sit in an office?
She gets the.
I get the lobster. And what?
Okay.
Joining the chair.
Willow gets the
I'm good.
Verdant Destiny,
What is this?
and he gets the Jade Mist.
I still don't get a boat!
You have the lobster you just said.
It's a lobster, but I want more! I want a whole boat. My lobster has to sit on a boat.
No, it doesn't. You just choose it to. It goes in the water.
Can it swim? I thought it has to walk along the ground. The lobster?
No,
Does
it
it
can.
swim?
It can. It's like a submarine. It can go under the water.
That's neat. That's
You
neat.
have a boat.
I'll take it out
Yeah.
for a swim later. It's
It
also my
swims.
bedroom,
Put it
so
down
it's a little
to the
bit,
bottom, or
you know.
can it be half?
Because you guys remember when you explored that
That's
like
right.
pit, you guys were able to go down,
And
and
then we
that's
had to
when-
come up on it.
You had to
Because
come
of
up
the
very
shark.
quickly because there was a massive shark down there.
And then you, so who just
and then
told
somebody
it to go
charmed
away?
it and told it to go away, and it just swam away into the sunset.
Forgot about that.
Lida, please give the ship a and repair. Which
Oh, sure, we can do that.
Maybe a twice over.
follow this new naming convention. Bayleaf can several.
He can add flavor to the
I
ships.
will admit, when Bayleaf is probably one of our most intelligent crew members.
Why don't we just write what it should look like down, and they can just follow the letters?
I'm still
They
worried
don't have
about it.
to.
You know, I can't help but to notice that when you pulled the ship in, it said Feline's Fury.
Yeah.
You don't think it's going to offend scratches of the soft furniture to change the name on that vessel?
It ain't his vessel.
I mean, he might be really attached to something like that. I'm just saying, Captain. I just don't want to.
They can get their own lifeboat.
We
We
get
can-
their own lifeboat.
We can name a lifeboat
That's a
after
good
him.
idea. We could probably
Yeah.
do
He can even pick the lifeboat.
He can have the lobster.
He will not.
Now,
That's my bedroom.
We have one.
Until you
digging
marry
offshore.
Bayleaf, then you move into his.
Wait,
He
what,
had nothing to. I'm the sugar mama.
what's the?
How are you the sugar mama? You never have any money.
I pay everybody everything.
You're right. I
And-
have
and
no
you guys have
money.
I am the
it.
patron.
You guys have a
honestly.
mansion in Nolden.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never been paid any money in my life.
We've never even.
No,
Been there for.
I have
Hey,
to scrounge for
what's-
fish in the sea because I'm so hungry.
Everyone
have it.
cheats you out of your
Yeah,
money.
they cheat me out of my money.
What color is the lobster? Is it a red lobster?
It's a rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was metal.
That's what color it was.
I think the mini might be in that glass case somewhere.
It's silver.
Yes, it is actually.
Mhm.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Oh.
Except one of the claws is a drip.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, one of the
Yeah.
classes of
So-
German instead.
We will go back to shore. Take pop up with bring some of the things back. Some of our things are already there.
They've
are,
been dung.
yes.
Sorry.
That sounds good. Yeah, you could take a few crew members if you need
Ding
to.
dong, ding
Ding
dong.
dong, ding dong.
So yeah.
We'll head back. Yes. Waiting.
Gotta go up.
Well, are we going in
Well,
the
if
or are we just going
you
in
want to
the
go
back?
back to the mages, it would just take you a short
Yeah, we'll
jump
do the
to go
mages
straight
first.
in, and then
And check
yeah,
in.
it's up.
We'll surprise them by coming from the totally opposite side.
Let's tell them we followed Obu and we got lost.
Nah.
I was following some other lead, just not the right lead.
Right. Well, if you're approaching the mages, just a few bits of time. I'm not going to put all the stuff out, but you guys remember that it was kind of encased in these blue torches that were around. You get back, and the first person to welcome you is actually Isabel Stoneswarm, who you had talked to.
My friend.
Your friend,
Or the
who was
racist lady.
concerned about the poachers. She's the one that kind of sent you on this mission in the first place. And she sees you guys enter. You can see that all the others are there, present as well. And she's the first person that you see as you guys kind of walk back into this little camp. And she approaches you guys with a visible smile on her face. And she looks at the whole party and just, greetings, friends. It's been quite a many days, and I was worried at first. But my heart has been filled with peace and joy over
We
the
killed
last
him.
few days. Sylvanus. She whispered in on the winds that these poachers have been eliminated, and you've cleansed the land. I knew you would return triumphant, and I thank you for all of you for bringing justice upon the evil, bringing peace and safety to those creatures of such a burden.
What we do.
Sylvanus is proud of me.
Have you spoken to her recently?
No. I'm so nervous.
What?
But she doesn't like me. She talked to me like this much last time. It scared me so much. And then, like, what if she's not actually proud of me, and she's just proud of stuff in the world, and, like, what if I did? I don't know, man. It's hard.
That's an ancient attachment style.
Did you tell Sylvanus about all the hamburgers you were eating?
Huh?
Did you tell Sylvanus about all the cow you murdered to eat meat?
Cow?
Yes.
I've been murdering.
Have you?
I don't.
You've been eating meat.
Well, yes.
Meat comes from animal.
I am not a vegetarian. I never said I was.
Well,
you have to ask forgiveness,
Sylvanus
and you
doesn't
have to
require
give.
you to be
Yeah.
vegetarian.
It's more of a waste not, want not, and give thanks for what you're using. You get out of this, Mister.
Oh, Boo, Sylvanus isn't in the business of fear. You don't need to be afraid of her.
Tropics, there's a shiny over there.
Woo! I was just gonna start wandering off the random direction he pointed.
Will you help me again?
Did Silas point at anything, or is Howard just wandering into the wilderness?
Cool.
Across the camp.
We saved. There were several snow leopards. They were beautiful, and then we saw a yeti, and she came by with her kids. And
With
that was-
kids?
It was real sketchy there for a minute.
Yeah.
Real sketchy.
What happened? What'd you do?
Well, we gave her back her kids. She was real mad in general. Didn't know who took them and, all that. So she just kind of angry. But then we just kind of gave her her kids, gave her her space. And she gave one of us a very, very big shit-eating look. And then she left.
That was me, right?
Yeah. Like, she gave them bombastic side-eye. Bombastic side-eye.
That's a big bird. Goblins would like you.
Mm-mm.
No,
So, like,
I'm even struggling with it a little bit with this headband.
well, I will say that Yetis are a little bit more intelligent than your normal run-of-the-mill creatures
She
or
had
animals.
a
So they're
lot of elevated facial expressions.
thankful that you were able to keep all of your limbs attached with Yetis around.
That was awesome. Honestly, the only thing about it that I didn't like is it's really cold. It's really cold. And not enough greenery. Very weird being able to see forever.
I mean,
Yeah.
until the mist.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know. Never mind.
I go find a fire.
Oh yeah.
As Kopic's walking over with one of the blue torches, I found a shiny.
Good job, Topic.
I think those are protecting in
Now go
some
put it
way.
back.
Should
Can
we?
you put that back right where you found it, Comic?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so good.
Mm. If I light a torch on the blue torch, is my torch now blue?
Oh, if you try to
Yeah.
grab the flame, it does not like transfer over
Okay.
the torch.
Thought I'd try.
Good try. So what are you gonna go? She's like gesturing to like help you to pray or speak to Sylvanas. Would you?
Yeah.
She kind of gestures towards Willow. Would your halfling companion like to attend and
Wanna
us in a
join?
prayer?
We can go to the tent where it's not snowing on top of it. Very nice.
Anyone else?
I'm gonna go to.
or no?
Oh,
Silence.
I'm gonna go to the scary lady who I had a one-off with.
The scary lady.
Yeah.
Okay. We go back.
Maybe
there.
she'll have some information about the drug.
Scary lady.
Mhm.
Let's
She'll talk
find
to me.
Scary Lady's name again, just so I'm reminded. And everybody
Yeah.
else is. Amryn was her name.
Cameron.
My character's like really. She's only in her 20s, which is like
And
babies.
Kopik, you have any
Oh, yeah,
for an elf.
aspirations on praying or?
Oh.
Okay. All right.
He's just like, no.
Kopic's basically pulled out like an ice sculpture that had this torch on top and now carrying it back over to the back.
The one of the mages, the woman that kind of met you guys right off the bat, Gilmay, is watching him and just going. and walks away.
With me?
What is this adorableness?
How?
Lay down.
Oh, back.
Or just wiggle your arms and legs a lot.
He just goes
like this.
Great. Stand up.
Get up and
And turn around and look at what you did.
Look what you did.
oh. It's weird. It looks like my arms are. It looks like there's giant snakes wiggling around.
Looks like a.
It looks like a
Beholding.
Yonti god.
Now,
With all the sword handles, the halberds sticking out of the back.
now this is what some of the cultists do to claim the future.
Oh my god, what are you doing to this man?
Kopic's gonna go take about 15, 20 feet outside the circle. 'Cause I know there's something magic going on, and he's gonna spend the next until it sounds like things are happening, just flopping in different spots and trying to do this to glean the future.
Okay, excellent.
I go back into it.
Wow.
Begmore, you approach Amryn, who seemed to be. She kind of just like piddling through a book when you approach.
As I'm approaching, I'm gonna try to read her book as I'm approaching.
Make a stealth roll.
Stealth, you say?
Stealth, I'd say.
What?
Well, disadvantage. 13.
13. You kind of getting close to her, and she.
Well,
Yes?
if I see her start to move, I'm gonna be like, Yeah.
Shift your eyes away.
Yeah.
Sure. Welcome back.
"Thank you."
Can I help you?
Maybe. So, I'll just tell her her progress so far, and that we're about to go off to the giants next, and
Oh, it's
then
about
after that,
time.
dragon. Yeah, we had to make some of our party members not preoccupied with the poachers, and then we can move on to the giants, and they won't protest. So,
So, what's your plan? How are you gonna get them away from here?
So, now that there aren't the the Poachers, and there's basically only 2 main groups. I want to see if we can pit them against the dragon directly, and if we can't, just deal with them.
Might work.
Mhm.
You think the giants will listen to you?
Well, giants hate dragons.
Oh, they do. I
So,
know this. And I'm
um,
sure they are very much attracted by the possible horde that this thing could be
Mhm.
guarding.
So,
But they don't normally like to be told what to do.
well, yeah, I won't. Growing up around giants, I'm not going to tell them what to do, but I may have a way
Oh my god.
to make it sound like their idea.
That could work. I guess it's worth a shot.
Mhm.
But if it doesn't work, you're...
I'll be the giant, and yeah.
Well, good. Good.
Mhm.
The quicker we can get rid of them, or the quicker we can use them, that might be good.
Mhm.
I like this.
Gotta make them useful or get rid of them, you know. I'm definitely trying to like play into what I think her wants are,
Okay.
and then like gauging a response.
Okay. So you want insight?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Yeah, make an insight.
Because she's still like really secretive and
yeah.
like
Yeah, she's been pretty much the whole time.
Um,
the only thing that she's really kind of had that passion about to you guys was these frost giants and getting
Mhm.
rid of them.
so one of my runes gives me advantage.
Yeah,
So
sure.
21.
Your insights are still kind of the same thing. She's still hiding information, and she's not
Mhm.
willing to let go of it.
Do I think it might be in the book?
You're not sure.
Mhm.
I would say probably that you can tell from her insight that she's kind of still on the fence about whether or not these giants can be talked to, and even if
Mhm.
you have a good idea of how to manipulate them into thinking it's their idea,
Mhm.
even if it's possible.
Mhm.
Too much candy in there, huh? That's all right. That's a Dollar Tree bowl.
Oh no.
Here it goes again.
Mhm.
It's a Dollar Tree if you are watching, you know. Email proficiencybonuss@gmail.com and stock.
We have to eat all the candy
We do
now.
have
What do we do?
sponsorships
Oh,
available.
no.
Dollar Tree.
Extra slots.
Oh, no.
You can build one right here.
For the price of $1 whole.
$1.25 now.
Oh no. Yeah. So, but what about her? Okay, so that's her reaction to me suggesting, like, instead of just, you know, her idea of like, oh, just get rid of him, introducing the idea of being able to work with them. She's pleased by that, basically.
She's pleased
By
by
the
it, but not
possibility.
100% convinced that it's
Okay.
going to work.
Okay.
And the fact that you threw in the, well, if it doesn't work, then we'll just...
Yeah.
That seemed to ease it over.
Okay. Okay. So then I'm gonna ask her about like the research has been going on, if they've made any more progress or anything.
Slow. I guess a lot of it is just we've only got this small piece of this strange rock that we not really know much about, and we've kind of studied it to the point where we
need more rock.
we need something
Yeah.
else to go from
Mhm.
to be able to put clues and things together. So that's kind of where we're kind of stuck at the moment.
Okay. And then getting rid of the giants and the dragon
Yeah, you know,
would help.
that
Okay.
would definitely help. It
Yeah.
would allow us to be able to get closer to the actual sites and be able to
Mhm.
possibly find more pieces.
Okay. I just can't remember. Who did y'all say your patron was for the adventure was again? And even if she didn't tell me, I'm trying to
They're
act like
they called themselves Nebulus Arcanum,
Mhm.
and it was like multiple countries that were involved
Uh-huh.
in this. She told you. She told you. Amalia was where she was from. Isabel Stonesworm told you that they were from Arendelle, that was in Amsel, where Westbridge was.
Yep.
Like, so that's your main kind of country that you guys had come from. Hadrian, who is that like 16-year-old mage prodigy that's with them, was also from Arendelle. So they kind of came as like a package deal from that place. Orin told you he was from Thale, which was a pillar city located in
And
Pre-Adriana.
Orin is the dwarf.
He was the dwarf,
Okay.
yeah, the one you had a beverage with.
Mhm.
Endolin was the black female human mage that was from Brine and Saywin, which is that country north of where you guys were. And then Gilmay was from a place called Ashay. It's a country far to the west. And she had because she's that wood elf with the long silvery hair and beautiful blue eyes, and
All right. Well,
those are the ones. And you can remember it was all those countries that were kind of being sponsored to take on this role of figuring out what was going on here,
okay.
researching this.
Well, I'll say, essentially, I'll give my farewells to her and say, well, I'll leave her back to reading her book, and I'm just going around to the rest of my party, and I'll bid her farewell.
Okay.
But I'm gonna next try to go to Orin after whoever else says something.
All right. Well, we'll go to the prayer.
She was one. Isabel.
Sure.
About.
Oh,
No.
no, I don't want to talk to her about that.
Wait, is it Isabel?
Isabel was the one who sent
Sylvanus?
you on about Sylvanus. She was the
Yes.
Asmodeus.
one who.
Mhm.
Silas is
Bless
still on
you.
the edge
Thank you.
watching
Or was.
Kopic, who has now made probably like 50 of these snow angels out there.
I'm trying to talk to the Quetzalcoatl, but
I forgot.
remember Papa
Oh,
Vinny who
yeah.
gave me
It's
the
a higher
necklace?
power.
Uh-huh.
No, the guy who gave me the necklace was talking about worshiping somebody
Mm-hmm.
way back, and I can't remember who he was.
Oh,
Oh, gosh.
it was Daddy Snake Man,
Right.
who gave us the things.
Yeah.
Who gave us that necklace? Papa Vinny
Yeah.
or whatever his name was.
Papa who?
Papa
Papa
Valentinus.
Papa
Valentinus.
Valentinus.
There it is.
Papa Valentinus. Yeah.
So I'm the entire time I'm doing this, I'm trying to reach out to that.
Okay.
I'm just picturing him talking about this weird little winged snake god that he
Okay.
talked to us about, and that's what I'm trying to.
Trying to focus on that. Okay.
Papa Valentinus feels like a chill.
What is going on here? Yeah. So she wasn't wanting to talk to
She wasn't want to talk to Elizabeth. She was
Isabel.
muting straight on us. I will let you.
Yeah,
finish that, so.
I
Yeah.
want to ritual. Well, first I'm gonna ask Isabel if she has some incense for her
Yes, I do.
packet.
Sure. He goes into her tent and she kind of gets out. Like, is there a specific amount that you need, or
Dragons.
25 gold worth.
okay, yeah, she brings you up a pretty big hunk of incense.
Well,
That's
incense,
okay.
and then I need a sacrificial offering appropriate.
Okay. Do you have an idea of what that sacrificial offering that you have would be?
Me.
Yeah.
Silas,
I'm
come here
worth
for a second.
25.
I was gonna say just something naturey, but we're surrounded by lots and lots of snow.
Snow and ice. And
But there are trees.
there
in
are
this
trees.
area.
There are.
trees in this area.
So you could probably get some pine
Oh,
cones, or
I have one of those feathers I tied into my hair. You remember
Aw,
that?
yeah.
So I'm gonna pull my feather out.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Use a feather for
That's
that.
so cute.
What spell is this?
This is divination.
Divination.
Yeah.
Okay, can you read it and tell me
Yes.
what exactly it
It
does?
says your magic and an offering put you in contact with a god or a god's servant. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. The DM offers a truthful reply.
Oh my
The
god.
reply might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. It does not take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. You cast a spell 2 or more times before finishing your next long rest. There is a 25% chance of each casting. After the first, you get a random rating. Yes, I will do that at once.
All right. So I have to give you a truthful answer for something that could happen in the next 7 days.
Yes.
I want to be in awe when she starts setting this up. I want to be in complete awe of it and be like, what are you doing? Nobody taught me how to do this.
Your eyes go blah, blah, blah.
I'm like, nobody taught me how to do this.
So when it
Take it back.
says you ask a single question. So
Yes.
how are you going to word your question? As you kind of get your incense burning, you get this feather ready, and Isabel's kind of standing there, and she's very respectful and kind of stands back from it. But you can also see like there's a little bit of a smile.
You mean I could have just directly cast this and would have gotten a direct line?
There is magical means and ways of being able to contact
You know what?
deities.
This is better. Put it my way. Because she can talk to me if she wants to. And it's a two-way street. We're gonna have a decent
Your phone works
conversation.
too, Mom.
You know, exactly. I can know that she really wants to talk to me. Instead of just, telling her she has to.
So what's your question?
I would like to ask, what is the most effective way would you like to clarify what I mean by that?
I'm thinking you're talking about the stones around your neck.
Yes.
You smile over there.
No, don't press her. That sucks.
So I can answer in a poem. I can answer in a
Riddle?
Actually,
A
Jeopardy
short
says you have to
phrase.
answer in a question.
A cryptic
What
rhyme.
is-
A what is? Or an omen.
an omen.
Just because he won't.
This is
There's a meteor strikes the
no.
ground.
It's one of those like lava worms.
this is good. I'm gonna give you a vision.
Okay.
Because it's the answer to that question. What thinking of Sylvanus and like her motives and motivations and things like that. So you're kind of like just have an out of body experience. It's almost like you just like zoom out of your location. This is gonna be real cliche. Okay,
Okay.
but you're
Make it
standing.
cringe.
You're standing on what looks to be some kind of stone bridge. This orange glow cascading up the sides of the inner walls of what seems to be a volcano. Lava. Bubbles popping below. And in your hand, as you're standing there, are all these necklaces. Both hands. Filled with necklaces that look exactly like the one you're wearing around you. All different colors of gemstone. And you slowly are walking up to the end of this, what looks to be a bridge that just kind of ends over the middle of the volcano. Kind of like Frodo.
Yeah,
Tizzle the
no.
ring! and basically it just has you slowly kind of taking you out, reaching out over the end, and slowly opening your hands, and then dropping
Oh.
all of these necklaces. And you watch them just slowly kind of start to separate as they fall. Some of them are twisting a little bit, and then they just hit the top of the lava. For a second, they hold, and then the necklaces kind of all burn up first, and the gemstones sit there and just slowly sinking.
Really unhelpful.
It was cool though.
It was cool.
The nerd in me is going, what are those gems made
I
out of?
know.
Drop a quartz on lava and you just sit there.
Dang.
But as you're leaving, turn around and you go to walk. And a whisper on the winds just kind of blows into this opening, like opening where you kind of walked in this volcano. Carrying leaves, it's kind of like like Rafiki or in Lion King. And you're just kind of surrounded by this for a moment. It makes your hair kind of like blow in the wind for a second, and there's this like epic moment where you see like willows form with this glow of orange light behind you, and your hair is just like this epic moment standing there, and you just feel the blessing of Sylvanas come over you. And you remember the past few days of freeing these animals from cages, and you get this overwhelming sense of peace about you. As this vision starts to fade and you start to return to your body, you have now been given a blessing from your god. You okay? You alright?
You don't get one.
It's just breathing.
You've received the blessing of protection.
Ooh.
And what that means is mechanically you now gain a +1 bonus to your armor class and to saving throws. And mechanically that blessing lasts for this ice arc of the story.
Nice. +1 to armor class.
And to
saving
all
throws.
and to all saving throws.
And all
We live here
saving
now.
throws.
This is where the bakery's going.
We'll have so much business here.
Talking penguins.
And giants. They eat a lot of
And
food.
dragons.
Oh my.
And you come out of your kind of moment, and it was a lot, like that seemed like a short description, but it was, you were sitting there for quite an amount of time. Obu, during that time that she's kind of off in her own little world with that ritual, Isabel's kind of like, well, it seems like she's got things covered herself, but perhaps we can reach out to Sylvanas ourselves. And,
If I do that, I was gonna just.
I mean, you can.
I don't.
Do you have another means?
I mean, I was just gonna call out there. I was gonna do like last time, see what kind of go fish and see what I catch.
Sure. Here, have a seat.
Okay.
She sits down.
What do I do with my hands?
Whatever you'd like.
I don't know what I'd like.
Sometimes I just like to. Do you have a symbol of Sylvanas or anything? Sometimes I just take my earring and shaped like the symbol of Sylvanas here. I will just kind of take.
My
I just grabbed my
Just rub my ear. Right
my
here.
beads in my hair.
Well, that would
are
be good.
symbol.
Yeah.
I just pull all of my hair forward, and I'm just like, oh, those beads.
Little
It's just
beads around.
clanking everywhere. I have to move all of my handkerchiefs out of the. Not just like a homeless person. And I just hold on to one of the pieces of hair. A little bead on it. Ready. I'm gonna hold the other one too. No, just one. Okay, both.
Hey, what would you like to say? You're speaking to Sylvanas now, not me.
I guess I'll just summarize, kinda. But then I'll talk to her, because I feel a little awkward right now.
Would you like me to go elsewhere? Would
No,
that be-
stay. Essentially, I just want to ask her if I'm going in the right direction. I was taught a lot while I was back at home, but I do think there are large gaps in my, well, I would say in my maturity level, a little. And I just want to know how I can be more guided to be on a path that she approves of, but still keep my traits of being me. How do I reconcile them? I'm gonna say that, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say that, but cool.
I think that is a great thing to say.
Thank you. I'm not taking off my metal armor. Personally, I think that metal is part of nature because it's in the ground, and the ground makes flow. But I'll talk to her about that.
God, I will do anything except that.
But unless
I won't do that.
unless you're really mad at me about it, and then I will do it.
I'll do anything for you, but I won't do that.
So, but I'm gonna say all that, but I'm gonna say it much cooler in my head.
Okay, so you
Okay.
start to kind of
I say that.
you say that
But
in your
cooler.
head, but
But
cooler.
cooler.
Yeah.
The wind begins to pick up. Snow begins to kind of almost like vortex, but it's not cold. And you actually also hit something. You slowly start to like. Would you be eyes closed? Would you be
Oh,
eyes
yeah.
open? Eyes closed.
I'm embarrassed as heck, and I don't really want to see Isabel, but I don't want her to leave.
you actually get kind of a vision as well. It looks like some kind of carved bead or stone. It's small at first and it starts to drift towards you, your sight, and there is a symbol on it that you recognize. It actually looks exactly like the marking on the leg. It's that symbol of that river type symbol that kind of has that split. And you actually hear a little bit. It sounds like first it just sounds like the wind blowing, and you hear a voice say, "Search."
I'm like straight up panicking. And I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? Oh my
And
god.
all of a
Okay.
sudden, that vortex just kind of stops. Almost as like time freezes, or just like split second. And then the snow that was kind of around you just goes and rests back down on the ground. It's cold again.
Shouldn't have panicked. I think that she left because I panicked.
And you also receive the same blessing.
Much less work, but
Wanna
much
get
more
some honest
panic.
now?
Blessing of
Aw.
protection. +1 to armor class. +1 to all saving throws for the remainder of this story.
I want to look at Isabel and just dancing. See.
So I imagine that was favorable. You were praying for quite a while.
What?
I'm impressed.
Wait, how long you been here?
At least 45 minutes.
She woken up by now. Did she?
Yeah,
wake
you
up?
guys are kind of both kind of because we
Oh, okay.
at the same time.
So cool. She talked to me. I said, thank you. She said, you're welcome. She talked to me. Did you know that she could say you're welcome? She said, you're welcome. She knew.
It was a first for me. Saw a bead. You know my leg and stuff. It's got,
Yeah.
There was a bead. It was a bead, and it was like coming at me, and I was like, ah, ooh, in my bubble, and then it was like there, and then it was, it was my leg map, not my whole leg. in
Okay,
a
I was
bead.
like, there's your leg and a bead?
No. Then she said, "You're
My
welcome."
dog stepped
No,
on
she
a
said
bead.
there were other words. What about you? How about you? How you doing? Did you get good?
Oh, hold on.
Good times?
Did you glean anything from yours? Because all
No.
I'm hearing is something about leg and
Honestly,
beads. I'm a little lost.
She literally did tell me that I was close, and I assume it has to be with my leg. We're close to something involved with my leg, and I'm really happy about that. But other than that, I don't know what the hell the bead was about. I don't know why there's a bead with my leg map on it. I don't know why it got in my bubble. I don't know. She's a beautiful voice.
I'm just getting into my bubble.
I wish the comic was in the room because
That's right.
Actually,
I'm
when
biting
we
my tongue hard.
when we do like a little segue over to comic, you've actually like you stand up and you can actually see that the torches are way far away from you now.
You got
You've
the entire ground is
all
littered.
some of these. You've been rubbing on this necklace and you've been trying really hard, but you're not really sensing anything.
Oh my gosh,
You guys-
it's just little people everywhere.
Can you even tell
I,
they're people?
I'm gonna walk the long
The
way
edges are
around
his like feet
to
and
make
his
sure I
head
don't
and his
destroy any of
arm.
my.
Oh, no,
But
you're
it's
just-
like
oh, yeah,
a
you taking
block.
that?
I don't
There's
want
like a dent for the shell.
My holy
It's like
meditation.
So great.
You have to be so good.
Oh, I'm drenched to the bone. walking.
We come outside and the ground is just packed, and we're like, how long were we out?
You said you wanted to speak to Orin. Did you want to get like the whole group together first before you did that, or did you want to do that?
I kind of
before?
wanted to do a one-off, but I'm fine with if other people are there too.
Can you
Just
teach me
my-
to
what-
do what you did? Yeah.
I'm-
Okay, because that was really cool.
You go along, I'm fine.
Just
Is
during
there,
this?
there's something that you wanted to do?
Yeah, I was gonna-
Okay. Well, what'd you?
Just want to walk away from the camp for a minute.
Okay.
I will take cover, roll my eyes as hard as I can, and walk the opposite direction.
Okay.
And I want to just go out into the wilderness, not super distance, and look for any sign. I want to look for 2 things. One, you said there's like small trees here.
Yeah.
Are any of those trees? I remember them being native to my homeland.
Some of them are. So the interesting thing about these trees, and I don't have the right visual representations when I put them out. Some of them are kind of evergreen-esque, like they magically grew here.
Yeah.
Some of them are palm trees. So and they're kind of like living together harmoniously, like just in.
A magic grain.
The ones that don't belong. They're more like pine trees.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, despite the cold temperature, the palm trees are still surviving just fine.
Yep. We're bad druids.
Yeah,
We're
Any
really bad at
coconuts on
this.
the trees?
What's that?
Any coconut?
Yes.
It's a lovely coconut.
I want to shake one and get one down.
Okay. You
And
get oh my.
bunch of coconuts.
8 coconuts fall out of this
I
tree.
would-
Oh my
I
god.
would just take one.
How many hit him in the head?
That's excessive.
They're frozen.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
God.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
you
love
shake
coconut
them and
ice
they
cream.
are. You can. It sounds like a slushy inside.
It's crazy.
My coconuts. My favorite.
Oh my god,
And then
I
I'm
thought
going to
pina
disintegrate
colada.
another tree that doesn't belong.
You're gonna disintegrate one. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Immediately, it just like
Lost
turns to
in the
blackened dust and just goes to the ground. Immediately, as that dust kind of settles,
Mhm.
you hear an echoing whisper voice say, "Silence, silence." Coming from, so I would say you went out of the camp and you were avoiding Copic, so you went a little north.
Okay.
So it would be coming from your immediate, the direction that your face kind of turns to. That direction would be towards the like center of the island area. But when you turn, it's just nothing. It's just landscape. You're gonna walk towards it. No, here we just start. No.
So sad to hear our adversaries.
5 minutes, nothing happens.
10 minutes.
Do we
10 minutes,
notice
nothing happens.
any of this happening?
Copic was probably would be seeing, like, as you're standing up from one of your snow angels. It's me.
I've been calling all day. The line's been
you can make a
busy.
perception check if you want to roll to see if you notice him. If that'd be something Copic would say.
Sent you my snow angels, please respond.
Yeah, I would probably be looking around to seeing if. So I've got no idea what's supposed to happen.
Yep, sure.
Does anyone need a
11.
charger?
11. Yeah, you do see Sylus kind of like walking away. I mean, it's starting to get to the point where it's starting to get like sun's going down, so it's going to be getting dark soon. And he's kind of like drifting out there, and
I'm going to start following him,
okay,
but literally just keeping him in view.
okay, sure.
So if I can see 30 or 50 feet out, I'm right at that threshold. As he steps into the mist, I step forward and just keeping him right at that border. I don't want to encroach on what he's doing, but at the same point, it's Sylus. I know he can't do anything if I'm not there to save him.
What are you gonna do about it? Bada bing, bada boom.
I like that. I
And
like
walking
that. So
in.
you're kind of following behind. Sylus, you just keep on walking. Nothing seems to happen. Begmore. So you have seen no sign of Copic
Mhm.
or Sylus. They look like they're over there super excited and really giddy, talking to another with Isabel around. You wanted to approach Orin, and so yeah, he's kind of sitting there. It looks like he's getting some gear ready, like he's like packing a bag and stuff. As you approach,
Okay. I'm gonna, be looking at the kinds of things he's packing, like the kind of gears he's packing to see if you can make an assumption.
it looks like he's putting like together like a small with some cooking utensils. Looks like some camping supplies. Looks like he takes as you're getting there. It looks like he takes like a bottle. Looks like some sort of small glass bottle with a red liquid in it, sparkling liquid that he puts into the pack. And then he sees you approaching and kind of picks up from the bags. Oh, how can I help you?
I gave him. No, I still have the tankard of plenty. Would it have been? So when we rested, I would have gotten all the charges back, right? Because it says all gains all expended charges at dawn.
Yes.
Honestly, like the 2 days that we were charging, I probably would have given you like three cups, 3 tankards of ale.
Hey.
Yeah. So if you haven't drank that, like I would do that. But we were like, hey, we returned from the first part of our journey. Looks like you're about to head out.
Oh, yeah, I'm just probably gonna set out first thing in the morning. I gotta reclaim some materials I have lost.
Oh, maybe we saw some materials that you had. What'd you lose?
Well, to be honest, we lost our cart, and we're getting down to the point where we kind of need those supplies back. So I was gonna go head out and see if I could find them.
How far away was it?
It's about a 3-day journey
Ooh.
from here towards the vortex, so it gets kind of dangerous. So we were kind of exploring for a way into the center of the vortex. We were getting closer to what we feel is another potential site where a piece of this nebulus could be found. So we call it. The ground began to shake, and the loud roars of the dragon could be heard. So we were in fear for our lives. So we just kind of left the cart and got out of there as quickly as we could. I swear,
well,
one day that beast will burn, and Kossuth will have his way. He kind of takes a big swig of ale and sets it down.
As soon as he picks it up, because I'm gonna have, anytime I'm gonna have my tankard ready as well.
He pulls
so
it
I'll
down.
try to be like,
hey,
yeah.
Anyway, when we fled, we had to leave everything behind. So we left our cart there, and it's quite a long ways to be just traveling right back the next day, and we didn't know what the dragon was up to, so we just kind of left it be. My tool bag containing many important arcane implements was left on that cart. If I were able to retrieve my implements, I could use them to brew some powerful potions.
This
Maybe
guy was
even
gonna go out on his own to go get this.
Perhaps. Well, I don't really want to go alone. If
we could
have some assistance, I could possibly use those implements to make some potions to help you in your fight against Ice Breath.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. So just a quick question. By the way, so player, what was the other lady's name?
Amron.
Yeah. Amron. So I was trying not to say Orin because I'm talking to Orin. His name. So Amron. So what do you think about Amron? They seem very and I'm gonna be kind of not projecting my voice.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm just trying to just so you can hear it. I'm like, what do you think about Amron? And, anytime I'm I try to go talk to them, it's always, hold on. It's always something like this, and Begmore would probably also be doing this, where it's like this kind of thing behavior.
He got out a book to show.
She is a bit secretive, but she's never done anything for me to question her motives.
Well, everyone is representing their own country, right? So
yeah, but we're kind of a collective on the. We kind of agree to do things together as a team. She's never really seemed to go against that.
Okay.
Why do you have other feelings about her?
Well, not to say that you should just trust 6 random strangers who come into your camp, but I feel Yeah. I feel I will say, like, everyone else seems like they tell us enough to accomplish everything and to understand the way in which things should be done, but not her. So I just didn't know if you knew anything, being in the circle, literally.
I'll be 100% honest with you. Amryn was the one that was with me whenever we were with the cart last time. She seemed to be on the up and up. I mean, I could definitely.
I'm not saying anything, bad or anything. I'm just saying there's definitely something she's holding back that I just don't know if it'd be useful for us on this journey, because it's honestly it's us, the ice, and the dragon, and then a layer of giants in there as well. So sometimes just like the smallest amount of information might be the difference between life and death. So that's the only reason I pry. So I'm sorry.
Very small.
Okay. So I'll see about the rest of us. See if we can go with you to get the cart, bring it back, and then we'll be headed off to the giants. So can you? Who else were you going with? Were you just going by yourself?
I was gonna. Everyone else seems to be kind of wrapped up in their own workings right now, so I was just gonna go do it myself. But yeah, I'd much rather have others, especially going closer to the vortex.
Do you think that you could pull the cart back by yourself? Of course, they're pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean, I could pull it back by myself if I needed to.
Okay. Maybe we'll get out of there and then we'll split off and go to the giants after we help get you your cart.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. First light. We'll be heading out.
I'll just make sure that's okay with the rest of the group first.
Sure. And if not, I can tough it out alone if I need to. He kind of turns around.
Does he have like a barrel,
oh yeah,
alcohol?
Oh yeah, he is.
I'm gonna be like, hey, well, the third charge is on me, and I'm gonna, like, if you don't mind me mixing them.
Oh, not at all.
And then
yours is probably better quality.
Yeah,
than mine
then
anyway.
I'll activate the third charge and pour it in there.
Pour it in there.
That way he has extra.
Yeah. Nice. Nightcap.
Oh my god.
And so like within 5 minutes I use 3 charges.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, and as you turn around, you just see Obu and Willow are just kind of like standing there, and I think this is a great time for us.
Whoa, time went by.
Hello, and thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Proficiency Bonus. Please take an opportunity to support our sponsors.
First up is Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is an online storefront based in the Great White North of Canada. They sell everything your heart could desire, so long as everything your heart desires is largely polyhedral dice sets and other TTRPG sundries. Check them out for all of your dicey needs. Perhaps buy a lovely hardcover copy of one of these fine books. If you're feeling especially cute, you could treat yourself to a t-shirt or one of these fine little proprietary Little Dragon Corp dragon plushies. They've got all the classic types of dragon, like Mooney, Terra, Dad. Whatever strikes your fancy over on Little Dragon Corp, be sure to enter our special promo code BONUS at checkout for 15% off of your order. That's BONUS, BONUS, for 15% off your order. That's like if you made 7 individual purchases, you could basically buy anything you want on the store, and it's like it was free with all the money that you saved from earlier. I'm absolutely positive that's how math works, and I will be taking no questions at this time. Thank you, Little Dragon Corp.
Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com.
Don't forget to find us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Links to our social media pages and outlets are located below this video.
Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month.
While we are away, now is a great time to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and there you will find hours upon hours of content to enjoy. Click the bell icon to activate notifications so you won't miss a single show. Once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you are enjoying the show, and we'll be back in just a moment.
All right, Sylus.
Yes.
You are
This last time we see
walking.
him.
Admiral.
It's starting to get dark.
Commandant.
Do I know if I can hear him behind? Like, I'm not actively trying to. Find me.
He's probably far enough away that you can't.
Okay.
I'm sneaking.
Clang, clang.
The way he
Clang, clang.
described it, he doesn't want to get really close to
That's
you.
fine.
So
I,
he's
think
just-
I want to make sure he's okay because I know he's a big, helpless baby turtle. But at the same point, I don't want to encroach.
He's stinky.
I walked about
Ew.
20 minutes.
For a minute,
Ew.
didn't hear another voice. Nothing. Just cold
Okay.
landscape in front of you.
I'm gonna stop.
Elaborate and listen.
I sit back with a brand new invention. So
Y'all all suck.
Got him.
I'm gonna look around and just wait for another minute, standing still, and then I'm gonna cast Control Winds.
control winds.
Yep. And that
Okay.
lasts for
So it doesn't happen again.
an
Ain't no wind whispering to me.
First, I'm going to make a gust. See, I can control different directions. I'm going to make a gust of wind forward, the direction that I heard the wind whispers the first time,
Okay.
and I'm going to yell, Sylus!
His
Just
face.
same
Into the wind that you're
Same
casting.
direction.
Okay, yeah. All right. Now, Kopik,
with the wind carrying.
you see and hear this from your like he stopped, so I guess maybe you would.
I would
you would
stop.
But yeah, you see him just like unleash this torrent vortex of wind forward, and he yells out his name.
Fusro down.
Is there anything near me that I can sort of duck behind? Because I'm realizing
There's like a few trees. So you could probably.
so I'm going to find a tree
Mhm.
and slide behind it.
Okay.
I'll just sort of stick my head out and watch.
It's like the
After-
tree and the Kopik's shoulders sitting out on the side. It's like-
Looking like a
After
big porcupine.
the wind carries it and the echoing dies down, I'm going to take that control wind and push to a downdraft. Or,
Okay.
I'm sorry, not a downdraft, an updraft. And
Okay.
I want to try and lift as much of the fog up as I can.
Okay.
And the range on that is 100-foot cube.
Okay.
So 100 foot centered on me. Just
Okay.
try and dispel as much.
Yeah, the mist seems to dissipate as you're doing this, and you can certainly clearly see that you're losing light quickly here
Yeah.
as the sun is going down. You don't see anything other than landscape. Don't hear anything. Just silence as you wait for some of their voice or some of their sign, something else.
Okay. I'm going to one time above me, not so that it doesn't damage me. Just make presence a little more known.
Kopik, an enormous crack of thunder radiates around you, and it like takes the tree you're hiding behind and goes like this and knocks all the snow off of it, and it just down on top of you.
No more shoulders.
Stick my head out of my pile of snow now and look at Sylus. What is he doing?
And it happened to be a palm tree as well, and a coconut goes
Oh.
it pops you on the head.
And now he's asleep.
That's it. That did 97 points of damage. I'm unconscious.
Oh no.
But as you peek back around, you can see Sylus is kind of turned around. He's starting to walk back in your direction.
I'm going to duck into my snow pile
Okay,
and attempt to hide.
make a stealth check.
Oh my god. All
What's
you
what's
see,
your passive perception there, Sylus?
15.
15.
all you see is his gray head poking out of the snow, and you're
Okay,
like,
that-
"Oh, what a
that's not
lovely bunch
horrible.
of coconuts."
Me.
Do you have partial cover?
That's a good point. Do I have partial cover on this? In that snowbank that fell on me?
Does partial
And the
cover
tree.
count for stealth, or
Yeah.
does it only count for like attack rolls
think
and
it's-
stuff like
It's
Oh, I
that?
stealth.
I think rule wise, I
right?
think it's only for like
You're the deal.
attack rolls and stuff. I'll say since like he's already established, he's walking back towards you.
17.
You're hidden. Yep. So as you can see, where your thunder has caused these little snow mounds under the trees nearby as you're kind of walking by. Eventually, it dissipates because I think it's what, like 100
100,
feet
yeah.
or something like that. So, yeah, you just continue to walk back. He eventually passes and kind of disappears, Kopik. I don't know how much under the snow you wanted to be with like where you were hiding your eyesight and everything too. So you probably have no idea how far he's been or how long it's been.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can hear him walking by?
Go for it.
Turns his head so one ear is visible on the coconut.
Okay. That's a 10.
Oh yeah, you think he's by.
I'm going to slowly start shaking myself out and
Sylus, all of a sudden one of those mounds next to you starts getting up and shaking itself off.
Fireball.
Don't have fireball, and I just used disintegrate. Dang.
Thunderclap.
Eventually you do see glimmering
Yeah.
gold,
I will,
and you recognize the figure immediately, even though there's snow all over him.
yeah, I could just throw a stone in your head. I will again look in his direction, roll my eyes as hard as I can, and continue walking.
As I say, coconut?
Got one thing.
With my arm and start following him.
They start walking together. He's
He's
like,
walking.
I explain nothing.
It's like nothing. He just walks in silence.
And Gopik's doing the exact same thing.
And it's like Silas is carrying 8
No,
coconuts.
just one.
I know,
I
you
take
just,
all of them.
I was like, I can see 8 coconuts and Comic has one.
looks like you went
so
coconut
you guys are
hunting
heading
together.
back, and I will say that you guys all kind of come back to the camp. It's now getting to the point where it's night, at the beginning of night, and you guys are all kind of grouped back together, so you guys can kind of chat.
You just
As
have
it-
2
as it-
empty coconuts and you're banging them together.
No, mine's not empty. It's just frozen here. It'll hurt. Watch. Hit him in the head with it.
Are there horses here in the snow? What?
I do drop control ones. I'm not gonna.
So you can get Copic back to camp quicker.
Yeah, just a backstrap on his back the whole time. Yeah.
Could have been blowing it up and keeping the snow off us. We could have been dry.
Freeze you. Are you dry?
So you guys are together. What would you guys like to
Congratulations.
do or
Guys,
talk about?
I found out more about my leg tattoo.
I found a coconut.
That's actually more impressive. I wasn't ready for this. Why did you think that? Oh, is
Are
it
you gonna
mine?
do like?
Can I
I'll
have?
just throw it at her. Do you
Is
want it?
it-
You can have it. I don't want it.
Can I roll to catch it?
Sure. Make an acrobatics check.
Okay.
I have to roll to see how well I throw this at her.
Alright, I'm just gonna throw. 17. Do I catch it?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm
If you
gonna.
want to.
With your nose.
Thank you.
Are you familiar with her?
We've been to a beach, but or have we been? Oh yeah, that thing at the bottom. But no,
The Bone Beach.
had coconuts.
Probably.
I would
Probably,
say
yeah. I would say, yeah, you're
That's what I'm thinking.
It's slushy. You
Sounds
want
slushy,
some?
yeah.
All right, cool. Let's get it. I get the scimitar out and I start hacking at it.
Oh yeah, honestly, like one like hack will cut that kind of thing like completely apart. It's like a it's like
I just like.
it's a coconut slushy. Is what it is.
Yeah. Okay. It's pretty good. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Better pantomime and use this.
Oh, just eat a whole bunch of nerds that fall. on
See,
my
it's already
face.
cracked.
God.
Yep. My leg has something to do with a bead.
You got lots of beads.
That's as far as I've gotten to. Thank you, Copic.
Place sucks.
I'm just
And I
gonna
go to bed.
grab her head and sort of bend it so I can start looking at the beads in her hair.
He's a moody teenager. I'm not even a teenager yet, and I know that.
I thought
Yo,
you were
before you
17.
do,
No, I'm 24 in Elven years, which
Orin
means I'm like an
is
infant.
Orin
basically.
is going to go try to retrieve materials from a cart that was near the vortex. And he was planning on going out by himself.
That's stupid.
And
Do we have to go get him now?
so, well, no, he's still here.
Oh.
Yay! We saved him.
I look over to his tent where he is. Anyways, so I suggested maybe we go along with him and then, come back a little bit and then split off and go to the Giants.
I genuinely think that's a good idea. I mean, people gotta eat, and if they have supplies,
They
and
have,
stuff,
there are also arcane components there
count me
that
in.
he can use to make potions
Count me in.
that he said may help us on our journey.
I like people sometimes.
Mhm.
These people have been nice, except for that one lady with the book. She's nice, but
Then is she really nice?
she's not that nice. But she
I didn't engage. I did.
I left.
I will just, as you're like leaving, I will just talk louder at you.
Hey.
Heard, chef.
Yeah.
Talking to your back.
Mhm.
That's nice. It was Begmore the whole time. Whispering your name on the distance.
Me, the player, would do that. I don't think Begmore might.
So we're getting up early.
Yes, he said first light.
Are we getting the stuff first, or talking to the giants first?
Well, he seems to be keen to make a beeline for the cart.
Aren't any bees
Where's
here,
the cart
so I
again?
guess we have to.
What's that?
Where's the cart?
It's 3 days towards the vortex.
Wait a minute.
Do we know how many days until how many days they tell us it would take to get to the vortex originally? Didn't they say 3.5 or 4?
So you're saying it's right in the dragon's butthole?
I don't think he said
We're
anything
off to
about
the side.
butthole,
To the
How
side.
close to the side?
Yeah.
I feel like we should talk to the giants
the
first.
right cheek.
The right cheek. Because
Well,
Well-
if we retrieve the cart, and then get back with it, it may give Orin time to make things before we go to the dragon.
I do agree. And we could case out the joint, and we could run like idiots. If
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm gonna
That's usually
become-
how
We
it
charge full strength at the dragon if it shows up.
run like idiots in the
mean
opposite
Yuka?
direction from the dragon. You can
Yuka.
certainly
Yes.
Yeah.
do that.
Yuka.
Yuka.
If we see the dragon and we don't see Yuka, that proves that Yuka's the dragon. So next time we see Yuka, we kill it.
Let's not let him do the logic puzzles, if there are any, in the vortex. So, by the transitive property, no.
Just a
No.
If A equals B
Then
and
B
B
equals
equals
sit
C,
down.
then A equals C.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is a transitive property like when you're training with things?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No,
What?
yes.
Yep.
No, yes.
Yes.
You need to study more. You
Yes.
seem to be a little confused.
So is Silas going to bed?
I did.
Silas is
I
snoring
did
away.
leave.
Then I guess we're gonna do that, and I'll just turn into an Arctic fox. Dig a hole and hide. See the dragon. Yep.
Wake me up.
All right.
Can you
Let
give us
me-
his tent?
You guys probably they a couple of them.
If they
probably
don't,
pair
I'm
up.
sleeping in somebody's tent. They're gonna have to deal with it.
Let me
was
me
creating
try
one
to
out of
do
all
the
of her
snow angel thing.
stars.
I want to try to do that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go outside the
There
circle.
are already probably 1 million snow angels, at
What?
least on the side going towards the vortex.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna. You already know.
Yes.
I'm gonna become
Big man.
this guy, and
Okay.
I'm gonna lay down and do the jumping jack. Yeah.
All right.
He just digs the hole
Massive.
deeper.
It's like way over
Massive, giant-sized snow angels.
Mhm.
Yes.
When he lands, do we all just kind of like.
Yeah, when he lays down. It's like,
Mhm.
Sure.
there. More trees have snow fall off them.
One tree just collapses.
Well,
If you're
I mean,
cold,
if the
let me
tree's
know.
gonna
We can have
collapse
some
anyways, I'm gonna pick it up
Or
and
let me cuddle
bring
with
it
Rowan.
towards the center for the fire.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
studs. Is he forms?
And I'm gonna try to snap it in sections
Okay.
so I don't have to, spend all the time breaking
yeah.
it up. It'll be a little bit easier,
Yeah.
at least. Yeah,
How long can you stay in that massive?
an hour.
No, okay.
Oh, so,
Or is it
one-
a minute on the big, but an hour?
I think
on
it's a minute on the huge size, and then an hour. I think it's an hour on the large size.
Yeah, so
Let me
you
just
get-
double check.
You only probably you probably only get like 2 or 3 snow angels made in your massive
Okay.
form.
Then
If it's only a minute.
Just plop, makes one. Rolls over. Plop.
let me
Just like Hulk
like-
on the side of the building. Boom, boom, boom.
It's
Like
like
when you
paper.
make
It's like paper
gingerbread men.
dolls, so they're all connected. It's going across.
They're all holding hands.
Like the wrestler is kipping up so he doesn't ruin it.
should just say spells. Oh no, they're both a minute, so it'll be that. I'll be back to normal size after that.
Okay.
But then I'll just burn through my giant's might charges to get to
Might as well. You're going to bed, right?
this side.
You burn-
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
I'll keep one.
Yeah, so you're able to do
On
that
my-
and get a little pile of firewood
Mhm.
prepared.
Can I just stand outside of my tent staring?
Yeah. Watch for a while. You decide to turn in. Any last things before we skip to the moon?
Yes. Because I just was like, oh, I'm just using all my charges, and I forgot about one. I have invisibility. I would like to use the invisibility, and then see just one tiny step at a time while I'm in my small form. Just how close can I get to the lady reading her book?
She is in her tent in what you think might be already being settled down to rest.
Oh, okay.
All right.
He blinks out of existence, and I go.
You guys hear in the woods. All right. So, getting a full night's rest. You guys can all get a long rest. There's nothing causes you guys to awake from your slumber. And as you guys awaken, you can already hear the rustling of Orin Strongmaster as he is up and at 'em, getting ready to finish, kind of hooking up the last couple of things to his backpack before heading out.
I yell at him and tell him to sit down and drink a cup of coffee.
Rafi.
Ration, mud water, just eat breakfast. God, why are you awake this early?
It's a long travel. So
Yeah.
you gotta get a quick start.
1 hour is not gonna make it. Sit down.
1
start
hour,
making noise.
always.
It will
You
make
are so
an hour's
noisy.
worth of difference.
You know what? No, y'all talk.
See, she knows what she's talking about.
Oh my god, both of you.
Tropics gonna look at him. Hey, do you know that elves apparently eat gods?
Wait,
What?
What?
You just said have some breakfast, God. So either you're calling him God or you're saying God is for breakfast.
I'm being disrespectful is what I'm being. And I'm about to disrespect you if you don't stop talking to me. It is too early for all your nonsense today, Kopic. Kopic, I'm done. And I
It's
just-
not a morning person.
Just eat some orange.
I'm just gonna walk over.
I get a little closer to the fire.
Orin's like, ooh, porridge.
Come on,
Get your own. It's in the bucket. I already made it.
Excellent.
I thought you just woke up.
I did. Hours ago.
Ew, it's instant.
I'm still not awake. Takes a
You slept
while.
for 4
Yeah, I woke up before every single one of you. That's why the flour is made and the breakfast is made. And I saw him packing, and he's been so loud. He's just so loud.
Don't else like
Yeah,
even sleep.
I'm still tired. I know it's crazy.
I think it might be one of them chemical imbalances.
It's really cold out here. I spent a lot of the night shivering like this.
Kappa's gonna take a stick out of the fire and just start holding a flaming stick towards her.
Honestly, it's nice.
Poke her with it.
That hurts? Excuse me?
Why are we leaving?
Bro.
Should have been
You
there.
weren't even there.
Should have been
This is
there.
why you can't just walk
We're going
off
to
when
the
people are
Giants.
talking to you.
No, we're going
Something
to
like
the
that.
wagon.
We're gonna
Not
go
not
get,
the dragon. The
We're
wagon.
gonna go get a cart from the dragon's butthole. Left of it.
In that
Adjacent.
direction.
Yeah.
He points like the same way you were walking last night.
You didn't get to have a vote last night because you went to bed early, so you
Womp
don't get to
womp.
complain.
Complaining.
Good.
Go.
That's right.
Well, we can't
I
go
finished
because
your
someone
porridge.
wanted breakfast.
I walk in the back.
Well, are you guys all gonna not eat breakfast?
No,
I
I'm
made
gonna eat
this.
breakfast.
You're walking in the what?
I walk
I'm
in the back
eating.
of the group.
Back of the
Like,
group? Okay.
Back of the line, whatever.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sure.
Eat some bread. All of you.
Just bring the bowl.
It's in a pot. We
So
have
put
to
some
bring
in
the
the
pot.
bowl and bring the bowl.
We're bringing the whole pot. We
There's
gotta
a hole
cook
in the
something.
bucket, Delilah.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll carry the pot. Orin goes over and picks up the pot porridge.
Let's go.
Gets his massive backpack that he's got hooked up. Looks like one of those ones that like the Boy Scouts carry through the woods with the bedroll attached to the top or bottom of it, and
Which one's
50-foot
my bag?
rope attached to the side and everything.
I'm taking this.
Kitchen utensils hanging on the outside, clanging together. Well, yeah,
I take
you
all my
guys.
scarves and I just tie them tighter, and I slowly start.
So traveling, Orin basically told you it would take 3 days. First day's uneventful, just a lot of just walking. Sylus has been kind of walking in the back, keeping to himself, very quiet.
End of the first day, all 3 charges in his barrel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. 3 charges avail. Okay. Anything anybody else would be? Because the first day is going to happen uneventfully. So if there's anything that anybody wanted to do, okay.
I do. I'm just gonna keep an eye on him. I'm not gonna say anything, but he is grumpier than usual. So I'm just watching
He's grumpy
him.
Sylus
Yeah.
today.
I'm just keeping an eye on him to see if I can figure out what's going on. Like, I care, but I'm not sure I care enough to talk to him yet.
Gotcha.
We'll see.
It wouldn't make it easy if you did.
Yeah. How concerned should I be?
Once we get about halfway traveling each day, I was going to take a moment because I can do it once per long rest to cast detect evil and good
Okay.
to see if there are any aberrations, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet.
Also, we're gonna occasionally ritual cast commune with nature, and then we learn knowledge of the land 3 miles around you. In caves and other natural settings, the radius is limited. So we know the area 3
That's
miles
it.
around it.
Read it again.
Okay, commune with nature. Casting time 1 minute. It is able to be ritual cast. You briefly become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory. In the outdoors, the spell gives you knowledge of the land within 3 miles of you. In caves and other natural underground settings, the radius is limited to 3. The spell does not function where nature has been replaced by construction, such as dungeons and towns.
Okay. Right. Let's see. It's like the way you explained it is now. It isn't. Sorry.
And is Yuka traveling with us?
Yuka is
Yuka
traveling.
always is there.
So whenever I cast a spell, I'm going to make sure that Yuka is within range.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. So what were those again?
Aberration, fiend, fey, elemental, celestial, and undead.
Undead. And it's 30 feet.
Yep.
So day 1,
Okay.
you can cast it once per day.
Once per day, yeah. And basically, I'm doing it about halfway. So once we traveled about midway through the day, like if we're stopping for a few minutes, having lunch, whatever, just casting and check what's going on.
You don't get anything out of that on the first day. Anybody else before we move on to day 2? Right, you guys all set up camp. You guys get a long rest. And we're gonna zoom into day 2. Day 2, before you get halfway, wild magic event. As you're all walking, you're first to notice. You have a beard. Oh, and it feels so good. It's made of feathers. It goes down like to your stomach, and you look to your right, and you look at Willow. Willow has a beard too.
What
And
happened?
Omu has a beard of feathers.
I take my scarf off my face and I go, oh my god!
It's sticking out past underneath your scarf.
I'm gonna pluck one.
It kind of hurts a little bit, but yeah, you gotta.
Bro, you
it's like
can
this bright white.
hide it in my hair and replace it.
You could break
Begmore,
with that thing.
you also. Your dwarven beard has been overgrown with white feathers.
So
Are they all white
is there like beard underneath?
You can see like some of your beard, but you can
Yeah,
see
but
that
down
the feather beard like overtakes it, and you all turn around and you look, and Sylus the turtle also has a beard. Even Yuka has a white beard of feathers.
It's an improvement. Looks nice, actually.
Rowan is flying above, and Rowan has this little.
Noticing that Silas has been grumpy, Copy is running right up to him. Oh, you're so good at you! And rubbing his head in his face.
Just like push him out of the way. Keep walking.
Honestly, I like this because I'm warm.
Yes,
I'm
keeping my
so
neck
It does keep your
so
neck and face
warm.
Yes.
I'm not pulling these out because the one you pull out of your face, there's got to be like a pinky-sized hole in your face now. That was scary.
Yeah, it kinda hurt.
You know, this is staying. It's gonna stay. Don't you even do it. I will do this to you. Turnabout is fair play. Don't make me turn into a tiger and eat you.
Has my sword been
Oh my god,
Normal.
would my tiger also have a beard if I shapeshifted?
Do it. Let's find out.
I can't do that. I what if I need it?
Your beard?
Yes. What if I need the beard?
I'm gonna do the same thing as well. I'm gonna pluck a feather out.
Oh, it kind of hurts, yeah.
I'm just gonna stash it, put it in my pocket.
You hate this? Sorry, Silas.
Can I fly? I'm gonna take a friend that's ever jump. Just flap my
Right into the snow.
No, I'm not a bird.
Are you making more snow angels?
Face angels. This
Actually,
time.
yeah, when you land and you land on your face, it does pull a couple more feathers out.
So excited.
And you're gonna cast your spell again, or you're gonna do that thing again? Yes.
Yeah, especially seeing this happen, I would do it immediately.
No, it just says you can sense them.
Yep.
Doesn't say
Oh, no.
anything about them.
Let me see exactly how it's worded again.
But it's just a simple 30-foot radius.
Yep.
Right? Okay. I would just go ahead and tell you this: that there's nothing in range, so
Okay.
nothing kind of pops up. Are you guys casting that spell now, or are you waiting until you get closer to the location where you guys are headed?
We can ritual cast it, so basically anytime at 3 times.
Okay, you're probably not going to stop like for that kind of extended time until you get to like make camp again.
Yeah, then we'll probably do it every time we have 10 minutes to spare at camp.
Okay.
Oh, it's concentration up to 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
So
Okay,
as
you
we're
want-
walking,
Wow.
it'll be 10 minutes
Oh,
that I'm
nice.
sort of
Well, I'll just go ahead and say within that 10 minutes,
nothing.
nothing.
Okay.
Just
as far as
because
where
there was some interesting stuff happening here.
Shifting.
I am going to like lean over and tap Copic on the shoulder, and then I'll cast invisibility on myself.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay. Make a sleight of hand check.
I'm now the only one walking. Yes.
No, I'm still walking.
I'm assuming this would probably happen while we were walking.
Got a
at this
rune.
point.
What's your passive?
Passive
So no
perception.
reason for him to be.
14.
Okay. Yeah, you feel a tap on your shoulder. And you turn around. You don't see anything.
Ooh, sort of. I make sure none of my beard's stuck in my armor. And
You're feared.
You're feared.
You're feared.
Hey, wait a minute.
Begmore's gone.
Where'd Mountain Midget go?
That happened to me last night when he was making more snow angels.
Not my name.
He just like,
Did you say that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You heard his voice.
you know what?
I hear voices on the wind.
I know what's going on here. I'm not gonna play into it. Y'all have some fun. I don't know, Copic. And then I turn to Cop and I'll be like, I don't know. Where did he go? It's so crazy. He's certainly not here anymore. Do I need to roll this for deception?
Does she need to roll for deception?
Probably not. Copic at this point is a little pain, thinking something might have happened, and just pulls his shield off his back and just starts randomly shoveling snow.
As
Beside him, just-
as soon as I see, I'm
Cop-
like,
Copic,
I'm gonna walk
what?
away from that.
Okay.
Like, I'm not hiding my like crunches,
What
Okay.
are-
but I'm still invisible.
Yeah.
But what if he fell? He could be under the snow.
I'm not under the snow.
Yeah, he could be. And I'll walk off. I just start walking with Sylus. I go, oh no, Copic, you gotta
Invisibility
find
lasts
him.
for
An hour.
an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
You're just gonna continue to walk.
Yeah.
Invisible is
Yeah.
for an hour. Okay.
Copic, come on. He's probably lost this way.
He's probably pooping.
Oh yeah, he might be pooping. You may not want to dig too
Copic.
much.
I'm just gonna
Don't
be
dig.
ahead.
Yeah, we don't ever talk
Copic.
about that in D&D. You know, every once in a while, somebody needs to go use the restroom.
We can.
No,
You just unbutton and you go, you're
yeah,
walking.
it's a-
We would. I feel like we would. What's it called? Meld into stone, poop, and then leave. And it's now poop inside of a rock.
Well,
Meldon-
basically,
Meldon
you
is
guys
still impossible.
eventually Begmore comes back to visibility, and he just kind of appears next to you guys as he's been walking.
if I
along.
know
Have a
it-
good BM?
If I know it's ending, I wanna run a few paces ahead of Copic, so it'll end, and I'll be like right there.
Oh, just like you're up
God.
here and running.
I'll be like, hi, Copic.
One
Well,
of the
I think I'd be
feathers-
more like
One of the feathers from Bagmore's beard goes flopping to the ground.
Where'd you come from?
Where did he go? Where did he come from?
Kind of.
At the end of the second
know the
day,
question.
did you guys want to cast your thing?
Yeah.
And it says within 3 miles, correct?
Yes.
Really more of the same at the end of the second day of travel because you still got like a full day ahead of you before. And Orin tells you that the landscape here is mixture between just flat ice land and with just these random sprouts of like little foresty areas that just pop out. So
We always have a stick with us so we can tell if it's actually snow or if it's a crevice filled with snows.
okay.
You always gotta be careful when you're walking on glaciers. It's very important. I saw a documentary.
How long's your stick?
It's stick length. Taller than me.
You would
who's
probably
the,
use your
Uh,
staff. Don't you
who's
have a
the
staff?
wizard? Yeah, the
you guys
wizard
would probably-
man.
You have a staff. You have
Yeah,
like a staff.
I have a
10-foot pole. Just FYI is common adventuring gear.
10-foot pole then. Well, my adventuring gear was a thing of fake snakes in a can. So,
So she got a cardboard tube. Used to have paper for people's day of birth.
yeah.
You do get a full night's rest again. Meaning you get another long rest. Nothing seems to interrupt your sleep.
3 more.
3 more charges?
Yeah.
You guys think Begmore might be an alcoholic?
Well, I'm filling Orin's tankard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He'll definitely. Yeah, he is definitely an alcoholic.
Igmore's an enabler.
How do we always
So-
have alcohol, guys?
Third day,
Tankard of blooding.
you guys travel. You guys have been making very good time the whole time that you guys.
I still have a
Yeah.
feather beard.
You still have a feather beard.
Hey.
Everyone still has a feather. It did not disappear. It's still in you.
How do you
I start
guys
pulling
scratch
out.
this?
Are you gonna pull them out? Yeah, it hurts every time, but you're starting to like see like little gaps returning back into your face.
Does it go up to my sideburns or does it kind of end like
Yeah,
where?
probably
right about here?
Yeah,
I'm just scratching the heck out of it.
it's pretty ass.
Silas, if you want, you can pull out the greatsword. I could shave you.
Oh,
So war.
Silas,
take some of the feathers that he dropped.
I was thinking maybe you take it.
I need this for writing later.
It takes a little bit of time, but you eventually get all the feathers pulled out of your face.
He had big holes in his face now.
I mean, there's marks, but they quickly kind of seem to dissipate and start to go away. You casting your spell again?
Yep, same way about lunchtime. Concentrate for 10 minutes.
Around lunchtime, 10 minutes. So, at the end of the day,
I'd say that if I couldn't grow a beard too.
Orin kind of talks, like, speaks up, and he's been pretty talkative the whole time, big and small. You guys doing travels and stuff, talking about his home, like, son. He told you guys a little bit about the pillar city that he comes from. It was, destined by the gods. It was the tallest mountain, but they ended up mining it. They felt like they were called by their god to mine this one mountain extensively, so they mined it into a pillar. And the pillar actually descends, and they have like a underground that goes down, and he says, "Kisses the underdog."
Sounds like it's not ocean. Just saying.
But he's very passionate about talking to you about his homeland.
The
his
Underdark
people.
is next to the dragon's butthole.
Oh, okay, okay. We got the mountains.
But
the
just
whole-
Underdark.
long little lore story, just short. That's kind of what he's kind of explaining. It goes from the heavens all the way down to the Underdark.
That's beautiful.
Um,
I live in the woods. Well, I lived. Now I live here in the snow.
Oh, you live in a lobster.
I do.
That's your bedroom. But towards the end of the day, he says, "Well, this is about the place where we had to leave the cart, and you guys are actually now able to see a little bit of what they were talking about, vortex. Did you guys actually see it? Because the vortex goes like this. You guys are getting closer to it down here, so you guys can see it like above your head. This icy kind of swirling mass. It just looks like it just got like it was in one direction, like swirling water, and then just froze and locked into place.
Oh wow.
So you guys are seeing it above you as you guys are kind of coming down more towards the breaking point of where the surface of the water And
How
when
high up
you
do you think that is?
At least 2 feet.
Maybe.
and
You're gonna climb it.
I can't jump that high. I know it's more than 2 feet because I'm more.
Not
than
with
2
that attitude.
That's Matt.
feet.
Good job, Copy.
Well, you think Bird Boy could carry me up there?
I don't think Bird Boy weighs as much as you do. I don't think that's possible in the realm
Wow.
of physics. Personally,
Who's physics, and why are we asking them? I asked Willow if Rowan could carry me up there.
there's this man called
I don't
Aristotle.
think so.
I actually don't know. They probably taught me in physics class, but I don't
Yuka
know.
starts going,
Newton.
and sneezes, and all the feathers that were attached to her face go and explode out and start going,
I start checking her actual feathers. Be like, "Are you okay?"
Yuka!
Oh god, she's fine, guys. She's
Fine.
fine.
I'm gonna reach over and pluck one of the actual feathers off.
Ow! You get the tiniest feather.
The tiniest
ever.
little feather.
That
It's like-
big.
Toothpick.
Floppy toothpick.
Man, the heart should have been. It's right about this way. Orin starts walking a little bit farther.
Very far.
And before nightfall starts to approach, I'll show you what you see. I got a map prepared.
Show me.
I see a land of featherbeards.
I haven't had
What?
Putting it back into.
Ooh.
You have to remove the candy from the battle map.
Remove the candy.
No.
Otherwise, it'll be the Big Rock Candy Mountain.
Big rock.
Big
Rock
Rock Candy
Candy.
Mountain.
If you guys could do me a favor, where I have the trees laying down, we will have. Okay. You guys are.
Ramsey, can
would
you
all
grab
be
the
kind-
cloth?
You don't have to put your minis on there, but you're all kind of approaching from my direction.
I wonder where the card is.
Pink.
I think it's missing.
Pink.
Is it all foggy?
And immediately, like, as you guys are getting closer, like 50 feet away, Orin looks over and is like, "Oh crap!
What?
Look at it. That's not the way we left it."
Well, it
What?
has been a while.
I mean, you left it. What did you expect was going to happen?
I know.
Yuka probably stole it all.
He looks at the penguin.
Yuka.
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 There's still something funny about you, Bird Boy. I don't trust you.
And you guys look,
You're a
the
bird boy
the
now.
place here has been ransacked and raided. There are some crates around, but they look like the lids have been pried off of them. Some of them look broken and just like what looks to be something like kind of like hay that was inside them to keep things like, you know, from banging around. It's just like sprawled out around on the ice and snow. The cart's missing one of its wheels. It's just like hanging off to the side. The actual wheel itself looks like it'd be broken in several places. Somebody just went through this place and just ripped it apart and took whatever they could.
Can I look around and see if I see any footprints? Like, start getting a little closer to it?
Sure can. Yeah, make a survival check. Or you can do survival, investigation, or perception. I'll let you take any of those rolls.
I would like
Would
to
be
see
fun.
if this is giant behavior.
Sure. Yeah.
That's sort of where my thought is going for looking for footprints, because it was a group of giants.
yeah.
Can I
Well, you
just
can pick one
see-
of those three and make the same sort of check if you'd like to.
Okay,
Can I
that's
make a
fine.
check
It was,
for
it
animal
was what again?
activity?
Yeah. Make a
Perception,
nature check.
survival, or investigation.
Silas, Willow, anything on your end of?
I look incredibly fresh.
Got him.
Okay, you guys still in that log over there? Okay.
Just a bump on the log.
17.
19 for Copic on perception.
Perception. Okay.
25.
Are you
25.
moving yourself to the wall?
Moving yourself to the log.
17 for
17.
nature.
Nature. Okay.
I'm gonna pick up that log
Um,
and throw it.
So it's interesting. As far as giants go, you don't really see any indication that giant activity is occurred here. No giant, massive footprints as you guys are looking around. You do, however, find footprints, and actually both you kind of point these out to Obu, who comes around. They look like animal tracks in the snow, but these are animals that would normally be
Quadruped.
Quadrupedal.
but it almost seems as if like they're animals that are walking on 2 legs.
Oh
that
my god, it's another one of the bugbears.
that should be walking on.
Is it our
4.
bugbear friend?
And there
Not
are
bugbear.
different
Owlbear.
sizes of animal tracks. Some of them look kind of like massive bear tracks. Some of them look more like wolf tracks to you. One of them even seems like the same kind of tracks that Scratches makes when he walks around. So it's a variety of different animal tracks.
I worked in Garden City for a long time. Would I have any idea of any animals that potentially walk? Anything that looks like an animal walks on 2 feet? And we dealt with cultists and some weird things.
One time, you remember, you heard some noises around the back of one of the taverns. You went back there, and there were a few of these like raccoons, and you went to try to stop them and like get them out of there. And one of them went at you like this, and you weren't really sure how to respond to it. How did Copic respond?
Copic just
I'm picturing
raccoons everywhere.
I'm picturing Phoebe from Gremlins 2 when the guy flashes her. Punt!
You kicked it over the other side of the tavern, and that's where your memory kind of just lets go. Yeah,
well, I don't see any.
Bears like will like get up on their hind legs, but looking at the tracks, like they don't just like mosey around.
They
like
pop up and they fall.
They pop up and they fall back down onto their 4 legs.
Orin, how much food was in the cart?
Yeah, we did have some food in the cart.
That's probably what.
No, this is.
There's
Look, there's only 2. It's
Why
not.
would they?
Yeah.
The barrels of ale and wine that I had in there are gone.
Well, I mean, if you guys remember the owlbear, he could talk. Remember our owlbear friend? He was able to talk. He was walking around on 2 legs.
Right.
I think this is.
So
one of
that's
those
not an
situations.
animal.
That's it. That's totally. It was an animal.
What?
Point at Yuka. That thing is not an animal. It's not natural.
She's walking on 2 legs because it is natural for her to walk on 2 legs.
Right. She's not a bear. She's not a wolf. She's not a kitty cat.
All right. So I have surmised from all this bobbledygook that when we met with our owlbear friend, he was talking, and then when Yuka's turning into a turtle every now and then, I think it's Yuka. That I think all of this gobbledygook that's going on is making some animals semi-intelligent, potentially walking on 2 feet. I believe in this. I believe it's animal. That's why they wanted the beer, because they're now sentient enough that they want to be drunk in this existence of pain.
I don't.
That sounded like it came deep from inside.
Yeah, I have been.
I don't think you're wrong, but I do have a feeling. I think I know who's up to this.
Is this what happens when druids wear metal?
Know people
They
who
just
wear
get depressed.
Shoes?
Well,
or
there's
feet?
a small group of bandits that run around here that are led by this terrifying bear man. White fur. I believe the rest of the group are also a group of shapeshifters trapped in animal form. Magic of this planet.
You didn't
You
try
could've
to
led
tell
with
us that you knew there were potentially other people on this island that were.
There are several bandit groups among this island.
I would like a list of them all right now.
A list of them all?
Yes.
Well, I might not have met them all. I tried to avoid them.
But you should tell people which ones you know about.
Well,
He knows about you.
I know about them. I don't know everything.
Oh my god, you are missing the point here, Orin. You got us here with you. Oh my god. When we say, what do you know about the area? And you didn't want to say, oh, there might be a bandit group here that has the feet of animals. Come in.
Does anybody else know that Opal apparently comes from the Midwest? I mean, don't you know, boy?
Oh, don't you know?
Silas, is this?
Oh yeah,
is
you
this-
betcha.
Silas, as this argument is taking place,
Yeah.
and you're sitting there kind of moping on this log, you start to hear mysterious voices coming from the southwest.
Wait, southwest.
It would be that direction.
Okay.
He goes.
You're unsure of whom they belong to, but for some reason, they sound familiar. And
Gah.
yeah, all of a sudden the penguin just pops up in your vision. Here's what they say.
Hey, listen.
Child, you have returned home. And then another voice says, "This land is not safe." And you hear like a female voice, "You're ever changed. The spirit of our people is with you, child." Then a male voice, "Harness the power you were gifted." That seems like a younger voice. "We've missed you." And then an older voice, "We've missed you, child." And then sounds like they're all like combined in unison when they say this last part. "What a blessing."
That
When you
day,
guys were studying the
Silas's
tracks,
heart grew 3 times.
the tracks lead northwest. So like his voices were this way. Tracks are going that.
And are the tracks heading towards the vortex?
Kind of like the vortex is over here.
So the vortex is basically
Vortex is there.
west.
This and this. Yeah, vortex is west.
Well, if we're helping Wizrobe here, we gotta follow these, and that goes this way.
Well, what did they take if they took food and stuff? Well, we're not really gonna
Let's
potentially
see
get
if
that back.
let's see if your arcane.
That's
Instruments.
the first thing he was going to look for. He's like,
I'll help. I'll help. Look for him.
They're all gone. It looks like.
What do we
What's
have?
left?
All right, situation report, guys.
Seems like this place has been cleaned out. They took everything.
I'm gonna start taking some of the hay and just stuffing it in my armor to
Okay.
stay warm.
Okay.
What
But like this,
mountain man are you?
this will be itchy. A warm one.
This is beautiful.
Okay.
Doesn't mean he's not cold sometimes. Gosh, coffee.
Very true.
What else is in?
It's gonna eventually you can only see mist, but it looks like there's trees.
Which way is the vortex?
West, but you guys are also like coming at like an angle like this. So if you walk that way or that way, eventually you could like get to the side of it. Either way.
So
I'm trying
guys,
to-
the tracks head northwest. We're gonna go get his tools.
All right, and he said you could get us potions and other magic-y things if we do it. So,
Yeah. So I guess do
We
we
gotta
want to
head
fix
northwest.
the cart or let's
well, let's
go
leave
ahead
the
and
cart.
find stuff.
Yeah, we got to go find the stuff first.
All right, I'm gonna
No
start
point
walking
getting a cart if there's nothing to put in it.
because I don't know that stuff's happening. So I'm
Right,
just
none
gonna
of us
start
do, so
heading
we're just-
northwest.
So House is the only one who hears those. Yeah.
Come on, Magic Boy, you can help. It's your stuff.
Come on, Silas.
What?
You coming?
Where?
We're gonna go get the stuff. We found some tracks. We think we know who took them.
Why?
Because apparently there's a bandit group on here that are shapeshifters that are stuck. And then they're animal forms, but Orlin decided he didn't want to tell us that.
They're two-legged animal people like you.
Me.
Governed by
Yeah,
a
you're an
bear.
animal and you're a two-legged thing.
I don't think that's the. He can't shapeshift. Oh my God, are you? No.
I don't know what he is. He's
You
two-legged.
stop.
He's an animal.
Topic. Sometimes I get in with what you're saying, and sometimes you are. You may not. You can be charismatic. Just saying.
Maybe he's secretly a penguin.
You
Which way are we going?
Yuka.
We're going this way. It points northwest.
Why that way?
Because the people who stole the magic-y stuff out of the cart went that way.
Why you keep asking this?
Oh. Okay.
Are you okay?
No.
What?
Are you drunk?
Wait, did you actually
Yes.
say no?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with him? Willow, check him.
Willow. The heck?
Oh, wait, I know what you
Willow's
do.
been having a close eye on Silas's last.
He's been.
I'm gonna run over to Silas, lay on hands, and slap him for basically cure disease. Trying
So
to
that'd be 5 hit points.
Yep.
To cure disease. Yeah. You.
cure whatever's wrong with him.
What?
You feel better?
And sure. Whatever you guys are doing.
Do you have the old people disease? It's like the memory thing.
If I had a
Osteoarthritis?
disease,
Yeah,
you
that
got
one.
rid of it, I think, by slapping me. So
But like,
You feel the same.
What's wrong? You
Silas.
look really. I know you don't want to be here, but like you look more distant than usual. Willow, what's wrong with him?
I don't think you understand what it feels like to be from.
I keep
Wait.
forgetting that you're from here. You're from here?
You're from here?
Like this with this ice? I know.
It wasn't ice when I was here. That's why I'm.
Didn't
not
you say that
happy.
you were like a baby when you left?
Well, no.
The snow sword.
He mentioned it literally one time in passing, and we all kind of blew over it because we were doing
Got him.
So,
Kopic just sort of plops down on the log, not next to Sylus, but a couple of spaces down, you know, like man distance at a urinal. Put some space between you so it's comfortable.
I thought you were the only portal left for a
me
while.
and Marlin fit, as far as we know.
Remember, he said he was looking for one, and then we ran into Marlin, and that's why Marlin joined up.
Well, how do you know you're from here?
Well, this is where my...
I don't think I listen to you sometimes when you talk.
You don't
because
listen.
I don't share everything
Did
that
you
I'm
tell us this
thinking.
stuff?
Probably not.
So you've been moody and not told us why you're gonna be moody. You've just been moody?
I'm not required to tell you my feelings.
No, but you've been acting like it's our fault to be in existence.
I'm going to grab Yuka and hit Obu with Yuka.
I'm just saying.
Ow! Yuka!
I'm just going to leave him on Obu.
I'm just saying.
Leave him alone.
mean all the time.
Feel bad is like
Him?
I feel bad. I understand.
I mean, I feel bad and stuff, and it is really bad and all, but
We've
you know.
been here for, what,
Not
over
my
a week,
fault.
and I don't even know what happened. So,
Any way we can help you, lad?
I want to not care about all these little things and worry about my own stuff, but that's
didn't
not the
tell
group
us.
consensus right now.
If you want to change the thing, we can help you. We're here for you.
Listen,
Well, we
my
weren't gonna do
implements
anything
have
until
been
we
gone
saved
for
the animals
weeks.
first, and then we weren't going to do anything until we saved the boat, and now we're not going to do anything until we save the supplies.
To be fair, you didn't tell us there was
didn't
anything an
tell us.
alternative. You can't just. expect us
Someone
to
went
do
to
things.
bed.
Nobody.
Someone went to bed and to share
Yeah.
instead of sharing
I'm
their
just saying.
feelings.
Wait a minute, wait
They
a minute.
just went to
Communication
bed.
Is how we make
You're
this
just supposed to
relationship work.
know what I'm thinking.
I
I'm
can't
going
read
to
your
bed.
mind.
Everybody, I can't believe I'm going to be the one to say this, but can we lay off Sylus for a minute? There is something seriously wrong when I'm the one saying leave the big head.
Character
Everything wrong.
development. Wow.
How about
Just
this?
saying.
Instead of
So your
talking to
problem
each
is
other,
with
we just go to bed.
The state of your home.
Right?
You know, that's fine.
We fix that, presumably, by killing the big. This is a snow dragon, so I'm assuming it's white because everything's
That's
here white.
the only reason
Wow.
I'm here at this point.
Okay. So we got to get to there and points west to there. If we take a short detour to get magic stuff from this guy, it may help us kill the dragon. So are you willing to grab that and then we go straight to?
I'm aware of the situation.
Who gave him
and
inspiration?
the giants and the supplies. And
No,
I get
screw
it.
the giants.
Well,
Well, don't
I-
literally, but
He's just feeling some type of way about all this.
I don't know what to do. It's my. I don't know if killing a dragon is. It's not gonna make my family and my people come back miraculous.
But what
Same.
It, what it might do is give
It's
some
gonna make me
answers.
feel better.
Then
Because
we do it.
revenge is great.
Hell
But
yeah.
other than that,
All right, it's settled.
well, no,
I don't know what to do.
Orin kind of looks at you and he's like, look, my implements have been gone for a few weeks. That can wait.
I'm not gonna drag you to the dragon's lair.
why not?
Well, I don't really want to go to the dragon's lair, but I will help you. If that is what I have to do.
I think everybody. I don't know. Just.
You aren't gonna sit here and magically discover what to do all of a sudden, like noises on the wind or anything.
Every time I have an idea, like naming my ship, it gets flushed down the toilet.
But you own a ship.
Because I shot somebody with lightning to get it.
Then you did it again, and you got another ship, and then you did it again, and you got another ship.
Well,
First dragon we fought, I
I'm
couldn't
learning a
shoot
lot
it
about
again.
this group in this conversation.
I guess we're
But
just
that-
laying
that
it all
Can't
out
solve
here.
every problem with lightning, unfortunately.
Not with that attitude.
It's pretty cool.
The last dragon we fought, I couldn't hit it with lightning.
I didn't get
Nah.
to touch it at all.
Sucked.
Skill
Not
issue.
even once. My little character was
But with that last dragon, we found people that it was keeping trapped, right? So what if this dragon is doing the same?
The shapeshifters.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what to do. I don't know anything. I'm here, frozen wasteland. Used to be. Everything. Old.
We want to try to get closer to the vortex so we can look for any. There are many caves and entryways throughout the vortex we can be looking for. That's what we've been doing here, is looking for ways in.
I don't want to steer the party in the wrong direction and get us killed because I want revenge.
I think
we need to do the smart thing, but I hate it.
Okay.
And I agree.
So
And Cop is taking off running due west.
and just keep going.
West. Okay.
Just taking off sprinting.
Kopic starts running in
I'm not.
neither direction. than we
I'm just boom, straight in. He doesn't want to get the party killed. Copic's will be the stupid one for him.
Right?
I never said anything about this, by the way.
No, but
The voices were south.
the vortex is west.
Oh yeah.
So he's just charged. He sees a
Yeah.
entry point, or not entry, but the bottom of the vortex.
Yeah, it's just mist, so you can't really see where it is. You just be like running into mist
Yeah.
that way.
But I can see where it comes up, and it sort of comes down.
So in seeing him running, how does everybody respond?
Sigh heavily.
That seems like a legit
I'm just trying to
response.
sit and figure out. So really, like, I'm trying to understand where he's coming from, and I'm like, just realizing he's just miserable about all of this because there's no other emotion to have currently. It's just to be miserable.
Mhm.
So, and I'm also still kind of annoyed. It's anything whatsoever, but I'm gonna put it aside because he didn't have to.
Okay.
It's too bad.
I've already done. I've tried to shake Sylus enough today, so I'm just gonna do one
charge.
stand up. Yeah, I'm gonna stand up and then.
So yeah, you see tracks going this way. You see Kopic running into the mist that way.
I think we should go for the tracks because it shouldn't.
I feel like
big
being
as
completely
positive.
prepared is the best thing to do,
Yes.
especially if the only lead we have right now, any of this, is that there is a dragon, and the dragon's not supposed to be here. So I say, do the thing that gets us some potions, so maybe we can get the dragon out of here and see what happens after that.
At this point, I will share my concerns about Emerald to the group because of the couple private
yeah.
conversations I had.
That's the racist lady, right?
No, that's the book lady.
The
Is it the same?
The one
very
who
same?
wants the frost giants going.
Yes.
Yeah, she gave me a weird vibe too. That she was just really didn't like him. That's all I really got though.
So I'll share the part with well, if they can work alongside of us, she's okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's her vibe. But I also said, like, I told her that if they wouldn't work with us, we'll kill them. But I was more gauging her response than actually offering a solution.
Oh, so you're playing
Yeah.
her side. Okay.
Well, because I don't know what she wants. She's the leader of your expedition. So.
Oh no, she's not leading it. She's part of it.
Oh, so sorry. She's
Gimli,
part
not Gimli.
on my
Sorry.
axe.
My axe.
There's another dwarf.
That's it. I think it is close to that though. What did I name her?
Inland?
Limgi.
No.
Lingy.
Linguine.
Linguini. No, that's Orin right there. Gilmay.
Gilmay.
Elond.
But yeah, so
She's kind of like in charge of the expedition.
Emerald seems like really secretive. Like she has like she's holding back some information, which out here I feel like might be deadly. You know, like let's say we were going someplace and there was common knowledge that there was a bandit
yeah,
group. Yeah,
Crazy.
something like that.
it'd be really important to know that.
And
you know, Orin?
and
Orin just starts to roll his eyes.
and Begmore will start laughing because like
Or maybe
he's
knowledge
just trying to
that
bust
one
his
of your
balls.
party is from
Yeah.
here, and
Yeah.
that their entire life, happened here.
Yeah, so something like that, except for
crazy.
about something else.
Topic is now just like disappeared into the mist.
Literally, run dash, run dash, run dash, run dash.
Willow, anything from you in this moment?
Don't know know if I should go get him.
At this point, Copper would be what? Figure it's been a minute.
What
He'll come
we
back.
do.
He'll come back.
Will he though?
No, he won't.
That's a minute. He's
Probably
like
won't.
500-600 feet away at this point. He's moving 65-70 feet a turn.
That large man can move. What is going on? Guys, I can't even see him.
I'm gonna turn to Sylus. Yeah, we are.
Then they kiss.
Don't touch me.
Then they get married.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have 2 kids.
Once per every 5 sessions.
Half
That
coral,
ratio's
half halfling.
thrown off.
Yes, it is.
Silas, and
That's a
hearing this
different
from
season.
Willow, is there
It's
anything
just
that
exponential.
you would say or do in this moment too?
Disintegrate.
I might be able to kill her in one hit. I don't know.
These emotions are
As
kicking
Rowan
in.
turns into ash.
I don't really have words right now, but I'm not going to be dumb. So let's do this smart.
You don't know my dress either.
Got your cousin killed.
Yeah, while they're having this serious conversation, Ramsey's character, my character, is going.
Look at me, I'm
Something
Sylus,
interesting
and I don't talk
happens
about
with
my
you.
feelings, and I get the group.
As you
Yeah.
are running along, you catch something out of the corner of your eye. It's like a blue glow coming from a clearing between like a few trees.
Would you rather it be a man or a bear?
Probably about
Man bear.
40, 50 feet
What?
to your left as you're running. You can barely see it out of the edge of the mist.
Might be a dragon. Bang a
Oh,
turn.
yeah,
Heading
right.
As
towards
you
it.
turn and head towards it, as you turn and head towards it, you notice that the blue glow is stationary. Looks like it's standing in the sun. Looks humanoid in size and shape. You start to get closer to it as you're running, rather rapidly. And as you get closer, you realize that this is a blue, glowing humanoid form, kind of ethereal in nature, glowing there next to these trees. It looks like an elderly turtle. It's holding a staff, and it's adorned with kind of tribal-looking attire. And it's just stationary, standing there, but looking right towards you. Beady little turtle eyes, like.
Sylus? When did you learn how to do this?
And when you look at him, he doesn't really respond, but you can tell he's got a little bit of motion to him, and his face, he just looks really sad. He's just really, really sad, and he looks towards you and takes a glance back at where you came from, and looks at you again, and then he slowly starts to use his staff, kind of like a walking stick. Though you can clearly tell he doesn't really need to use it, and turns around and starts like walking to the like southern direction. You can still see him. He doesn't disappear or anything. Just continues.
No, checking
In the back.
No. I'm going to kill the third turtle I've seen.
You're checking your detect good and evil.
Nope.
See how many levels of sneak attack and rogue he took.
So just directionally for me, so the turtle is looking where Kopic came from. When
So
he
from
turned.
where your direction is,
Okay,
Kopic
Kopic
went straight that way.
And
he's
then
Which
Turtle's
is-
on that side, and Noah's starting to walk towards
So,
towards your direction.
Oh, Kopic's going to start following and basically sticking near him, light a torch,
Okay.
and literally just start pulling arrows, lighting them, and firing them as my best guess back towards where everyone was.
Okay, what's the range of your longbow?
You got them all.
Anywhere from here.
It's isn't it 600
Throw it on.
600
Is it
600 feet
600 feet
disadvantage?
You
disadvantage.
killed the Ash King. The campaign is over.
We did it.
600 feet, I'm just going to start firing. And after every third
He's eating
shot,
some cinnamon toast crunch, and then he's
just scream, Silas! Run!
And then the crows go like flapping out of the trees.
Silas run.
Yeah, you guys hear this yell, and you also see arrows flying out from the mist. One of them actually hits the side of the cart, and Orin's like, "Oh, somebody put that out!"
I'll take snow.
Does he mean run away or run to?
Let's
Silas?
run to him.
I feel two might be. Is he okay?
I'm gonna, out of desperation
need
and
more.
confusion, I'm going
Disintegrate.
to... No. Bar step.
Oh.
And just every bonus action, just 60. Just like,
Just keep going.
you just see little lightning bolts just... Like,
Nice.
As quick as
That's
like,
really
Dancing
fun.
lightning as
Yeah.
you. Oh, that's
just
cool.
rolls across the plants
There you go.
towards Kopic.
Hurry up!
And then I'm there.
I'm gonna hop on Rowan
Oh yeah.
and try to like scout ahead, but also keep them in my
Don't
vision
be.
so they kind of know,
Oh yeah.
be the middle point.
How?
I turn into a
You
snow
gotta get on the
tiger.
back of
Oh,
Rowan.
never mind.
Rowan starts flapping.
Wait,
He
no.
has to dodge a
Oh,
couple
no,
of
you're
these
good.
crows that are
Yeah.
flying.
I was like,
Hopefully not getting hit by flaming arrows.
Yeah, please don't hit me with an arrow.
One of them gets hit. One of the crows gets hit.
I'm just gonna run.
Just running.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
gonna
book it.
run.
Booking it. Okay. So, how long does your time?
It's a minute,
It's a
so
minute.
I can make it 600.
But yeah, you would probably
Yeah.
I have produced flame.
you would
out,
probably
so
make it
like-
before Willow, but just before. Her bird's pretty fast. Flying above the trees. Topic, you're kind of following along, and when Sylus appears, and you can see Willow kind of coming in the distance too. You turn in that direction and look where you had saw this image, and the image has disappeared.
What? What is it?
What's wrong?
Hemi fall in a well. Hemi fall in a well.
Why are you so...
Really?
You're screaming.
And without even then, I just turn back and I start walking back towards where he was. Where did you go? He's here.
What? Who's here?
I saw you, but old. It was all blue and like.
Haters. Continue.
It looked at me like you're looking at me right now. Full of disdain and just.
Except for blue.
You guys
right?
now all like Willow. You come in, and you
And?
guys can approach and
I
catch
am
up.
huffing
It
and
started
puffing.
walking this
What's
way,
wrong?
so I
What's
started
wrong?
keeping pace with it and yelling for you and shooting arrows
Like,
so you could find it.
I have my glaive out, like ready to kill.
Scimitar. Or no,
And then-
produce
It
flame.
didn't say anything. It just looked at me and.
Which way? Point.
And I'm gonna point to the last point I saw it standing.
Okay.
That was the way it was walking?
Well, it was it was standing there and
This
it was
is the
moving
way.
this way.
Well, I just go...
For one. Okay. Yeah. Silas starts leading in that direction.
Look for glowing blue light. I saw it a little ways off. I thought it was a dragon, so I went to chase it down, and it ended up being
I'm gonna start checking
really
for.
you.
I'm gonna start checking for the signs
see
of
a
like
minute.
hypothermia.
Delusion.
Yeah. Just see if he has like some like snowbound delusion.
I mean, he's
Can I-
always he's a little chilly because he's just used to just being out in the cold weather, so he's all good.
I would legitimately like to make a medicine check.
Sure, go for it.
Can I do produce flame on the spot that blue thing was standing, but he
Yeah.
like
So you just throw some fire down on it.
to see if like melt the ground and see what's underneath.
It just kind of melts snow away a little bit of the ice, but it's ice underneath.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna do my detect good and evil.
Okay.
I got a 10.
A 10.
I'm dying.
You got 3 days.
I'm gonna be like
You're casting your spell?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, oh my god, he's weird.
He's a loser.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Loser.
Yep.
Nice.
You do sense. I'm dead.
Where?
Same direction that Silas is walking.
I'm just gonna grab him and start running. And if he's not running fast enough, I'm gonna drag him.
Okay.
I'm running.
And I'm gonna just keep going until I hit that ping.
As you guys are
I'm gonna run.
following this, you can see that you do get to eventually, like, there's a part of the ice, like the vortex isn't like a perfectly round form because of the way that, like, it's formed. You guys get to the base of the vortex, and there is an ice cave entrance that leads into the side of
Commune with nature.
Yep. Commune with nature.
I'm not waiting 10 minutes.
300 feet.
10 minutes if you're doing ritual, or else are you gonna cast it using a spell slot?
I don't have.
You know?
I don't think so. Well,
I mean, you could.
Silas, yeah, Silas doesn't
No,
really
I
want to
don't.
wait. It doesn't. It sounds
And Kopic's not either.
yeah, Comic, you're still sensing it.
Yep,
You're
then I'm
sensing
just-
it in the direction of that.
then I'm dragging him along. If he's running, like,
Okay.
I can hang back if you.
10 minutes, this is forever if there's something in there.
Anything familiar about the outside?
Not that you can see.
Yeah, go in.
All
There's something in here.
We're going together.
Orin,
This time we can
take
charge
this.
Let's go.
We're like, this one's for you.
we
And you're
go.
like-
Absolutely,
it'll
I'll
look-
take it.
Yeah, and then I'll take the other one. Yeah.
You got.
You got.
Oh, like you.
Let's throw you in first.
You want the last charge, Yuka?
No.
You sure?
No.
You'd be like really cool though.
Don't give
You'd be
alcohol
cool with
to
this
Bert.
alcohol.
You'd be cool with that
yeah.
peer pressure.
Yeah. Can I try to peer pressure Yuka? Just for like a sip out of
Yuka,
my...
after you say that, you wouldn't even have to try to peer pressure because
No.
she'd be totally up for it now.
Yeah.
So you give her some of this.
No.
Most of it is coming out of the sides of her beak because she's trying to drink this. But yeah, she drinks a little bit of it.
Yeah. To keep you warm.
Yuka.
And then I'll drink the rest.
Okay.
You're gonna kill.
Now
Bert's kid.
you're walking,
Okay.
traveling into an ice tunnel. And I want to try to describe this as if you've ever been to an aquarium that has like the tunnel that you kind of like walk into. That's kind of like the same kind of lighting that's in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like
Not
this-
just like dragons like in the
yeah,
water.
yeah, it's like,
It's like the light coming through underwater, and you get the sort of like
yeah, but
bluish
it's
green.
ice, so it's
Yeah.
solid.
And then
But
all
you
of a
do
sudden
get
you
that.
see the
It's
belly
that
of a
I just want to
manta ray.
describe the way the light looks because I think that adds a lot to this kind of scene as you guys are walking into it. Normally it'd probably be pitch black, but I like the idea of light kind of shining through and cascading through this tunnel.
It would make sense for ice.
Well, but you know,
Thinner,
if it's
like-
going way up in the sky and there's mist blocking a lot of the light, it may not do it.
Probably
like,
wouldn't make it that far.
It wouldn't make it that far
We
down.
could just
but-
say it's.
It's
But-
It's the eye-
magic.
it's
But
the eye
this
of
is
the
the
storm.
magic of storytelling.
This is the
folks.
vibe.
We are
It's the eye of the hurricane. There are no clouds in the middle of it. It's just
There
a
we
big
go.
True. Yeah, I like that justification.
It can be whatever we.
Now you do get to a spot where, as you guys are kind of walking down, it kind of descends as you're kind of walking, and then it splits off into two directions, to the right and to the left. And you guys can all see standing to the left. So you guys
You can.
all see the same thing that you saw. That elderly turtle is just standing there at the edge of that left.
I'm
Still
gonna
glowing blue.
Still glowing. Yeah, now he's glowing. Yeah, now you can see him again.
Now
and
he's
glowing.
purple.
Yep.
I'm gonna pretend like I don't see it. I'm gonna be like, what's the problem?
Make a deception check.
Far away.
30 feet.
Just call out. Call out.
15.
15.
Is he facing us?
He's facing you, back towards the tunnel. He looks directly towards you as you speak to him.
Better.
Doesn't say anything, but looks extremely sad. Very sad in his face. He slowly turns and starts to walk.
I walk right behind.
He's very slow.
And I'm right behind Silas.
I have no problem going.
What
Oh, you're not saying anything. Neither was he.
what did you tell him? What do you mean?
Because he's not saying.
Who?
Maybe.
Who's not saying?
He's gonna grab his head. Nobody. And shove it into the wall.
Did Rowan stay outside, or is Rowan with you?
How big are these tunnels?
Not very big.
I would have told him to hang near the entrance But if anything big happens, he's smart.
Come in
Use
after you.
his judgment. He knows what to do.
Gotcha.
We've worked together before.
Yeah.
Right outside the entrance, you said there's 2 pathways. Tunnel. I'm gonna scratch into the wall an arrow with primal savage
Okay.
into the ice.
Nice. Are you leading for the point to out or to point deeper into the?
Point deeper. So then we head on the way out. We'll just back the arrows.
Okay, sure. Yes,
a
you're
great
kind of marking
idea.
your path. That's a good.
I'm gonna take a glaive and just see if I can just
On
draw
with
a
it.
line.
Just
the
as
whole
we're
way.
going.
Yeah.
All you hear
Yeah.
is shing.
Right into the ice. I love
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna.
Water
Well-
starts pouring.
They'll know we're coming. Whatever's in there.
It's a glowing turtle person.
What did you say to me?
It's a glowing turtle person.
I would say this is pretty cool topic, and I did totally
You
did not
know,
believe you a minute ago. You were scared though about something.
So you guys walk around a bend,
Y'all are seeing stuff.
walking very slowly,
What?
and here is ahead of you. It opens up into a larger chamber, where the roof kind of curves up to the ceiling area curves up, and it looks like this chamber is like completely enclosed. And the light is cascading in a way that shines kind of towards the center of the far wall. And you probably like can feel your heart kind of rise up into your neck, because what you see frozen in time within this ice wall are what looks to be several portals in different body positions, completely frozen in the wall. Some of them are close to the edge of the wall, and it looks like they're kind of like some are smaller, so they're drifting back farther, until you can just see like little silhouettes in this ice wall.
Oh my god.
The old turtle walks up and stops, maybe about a foot away from the wall, and is looking at his body that is in the ice, trapped in a way where the one hand is kind of reaching out like this, and his face is like, and here's the edge of the like ice, like right there. He's just staring at him. There's a staff in this hand. It kind of creeps out this way, and kind of like the edge of the staff is kind of sticking out of the ice wall, just the slightest bit. It looks like he's adorned in the same thing that his ghostly form. A lot of tribal, and you can see a lot of the other turtles kind of look the same. To the right of him is like a female turtle that seems to be like in a posture of protecting a young turtle. They're both frozen. But there's several of these turtles, different, ages, sexes, just kind of just frozen.
Does it look
last
like they
night.
were standing, or were they like picked up by the wind?
It seems if they were picked up and frozen almost instantaneously in this moment.
I do like an Arcana check to see if this ice is meltable.
If you approach it, kind of inspect it a little while, yeah, you can do an Arcana check on it. As you notice at this moment too, there's also what looks to be some a body laying on the body laying on the floor. As you approach it, you start to quickly realize there is a turtle shell there, but it looks like the remains turtle that wasn't. But there's also like bedroll like laying there, and it looks like a backpack and some other things. You're gonna dig through the belongings.
Yeah.
It's kind of like standard, kind of like adventuring gear.
Would I get the
Like
sense that this
camping.
person came here investigating, or in like to stay, or was here the whole time?
As you're kind of like bent down there, like looking through this, the ghostly figure starts to speak. It says, her name was Larlet, daughter of Juma, who you can see here. And he points to that female turtle that was protecting another turtle child. Larlet survived. Came back to see her mother. She didn't believe. Her soul is now. As he's standing there looking to you, you see another ghostly form to next to him. It is a ghostly form of June. And you see another ghostly form appear. Another.
I'm
turtle.
gonna
And then
slowly.
and it looks like one after another, all these bodies that you see shown in the ice are starting to form as ghostly forms.
We're gonna damn that.
We can be free. Our souls can only be free from this pain. The power of the magic here has trapped us. Until the magic has subsided. I must say, child, I have never met you. But I know who you are. I am Duncan. It's my pleasure to meet you. He turns around and he looks at himself in that such panic, such fear. Only I had more strength, perhaps could have saved.
Oh, I would put it on any one person to stop the destruction.
Hard. Sit here and stare at your mother every day. Arcana check? What was your
Yes,
arcana check?
17.
17. The ice can be melted,
But from what you said earlier, that there's
but it's gonna take a lot to do it. Like,
just to be
they are dead.
okay. They're dead.
They're
That's
dead.
what-
Their souls have been removed, but their ghosts are coming.
So melting them
Silence?
wouldn't do
No.
anything.
It would just release their bodies,
and they
from
would be
the-
able to decay.
Sylus, not to interrupt
Great.
this moment that you're having, but
Sure.
this, well, I'm gonna do it anyways.
Okay.
This may be your one opportunity to get more information about where you're from, and I just would hate for you to miss the opportunity if you wanted to take it. So I'm gonna leave it at that, and then I'm just gonna go back to staring at the tunnel.
Okay.
Yeah, making sure we're not getting snuck up on.
As you're moving about, a couple of the ghost turtles just watch you.
Topic without saying anything is going to do the same thing, and I'm literally just trying to completely block him and everyone else out. Just listening for any sort of like clawing, digging, any sort of large movements.
Okay, so you're just listening in. Okay, you can make a perception check.
Isn't Marlin from here as well? I feel like this is. Awful.
You guys don't know. I don't think you guys have ever talked to Marlon about where he was from.
It's possible that we could be from here too.
This feels kind of awful, not letting him also get to see where he's from. Actually,
It's kind of bad of you.
Maybe it'll.
About lots of free your spirits. There's only one other turtle that I've met. Feels the Arcanus. Here. Name is Mark.
news is good news. It means that others have survived.
I know that to free you is to stop the dragon's spells. All slain a dragon before. Anything that you can tell us about happened and what is to come, what you observed.
Well, I do know about the dragon. And I remember the day this all happened. Great storm arose. Sent us into a panic as storms do. But something different about this storm happened. A great flash of blue light from the sky. Something descending upon our eyes. With the bright light, we just, as it approached, it got so bright that we just couldn't see. We had to shield our eyes from what was coming. We heard the crash of something into the water. And the water rippled around us as the wind blew, the lightning flashed.
City of Atlantis.
Sounds like it's a good visit.
It's underwater.
Willow, where
Do
was
they-
the crash from the ship?
I think that's why we came here.
I'm also gonna
This
be
isn't-
listening.
The beacon was the spot on my. No, this was the beacon.
This was the beacon.
This is
Oh
it.
shoot!
It
Word
must
that
be the
the-
thing from their ship.
Oh my god!
This is the thing from their ship, and
Oh, that makes more.
After.
Yeah, that does make sense. Because if it's the
We
dragon's
have to figure out how
environment, the
to
dragon
get-
has a lovely place to go.
But those were my last moments. As we were hurled into the water froze. And thus, us here.
everything I can to help you. At least.
Well, seeing as to I can't really use it anymore. You can free my staff from the ice. Might be of aid to you.
I start working. I start working on it.
Especially since mine just got broken.
Produce flame.
No.
But now the,
my
uh,
mini.
No,
Oh.
the mini.
Now the bear.
No, the bear has the.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're starting to like produce.
No, I don't. I
Yeah.
push Willow out of the way. Stop.
I didn't do
Collaborate.
it.
Not Willow. Oh, good.
I didn't touch anything without
no.
permission. I am.
Silas, I have a
considerate.
question.
Yes.
I don't know the time frame of all of this, but are any of these your parents? But that guy, I don't think he'll talk to me, so I don't want to. I don't want to talk to him.
He says he knows. I think he wouldn't quote me.
Son.
How does he know of you?
Oh, you're 12.
And I was gonna listen with him.
Did give you a little sense of attraction.
Did it feel like it was coming towards us?
Didn't feel close.
I was gonna look over. Not to alarm anybody, but shaky, shaky.
Shaky.
Now I'm awakey. Mm.
You had that the other day when you had Borge.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
I do a perception check as well?
Are you?
I'm basically ignoring everything that's happening.
He was
here.
going for like listening.
So,
so what?
For me, like I'm kind of like listening for the noises of the tunnel, because if something's coming under the ice, I can't help there.
Sounds a lot like the music.
Okay. Yeah.
It sounds
But
like a tunnel.
I'm just gonna be actively waiting to like hear
Yeah.
if I hear footsteps or
Yeah,
like
when it comes to
flapping
like hearing,
outside.
you're not really like hearing anything. You just got the sense of like a little bit of a tremor, but it's not like or anything crazy.
And I could see Obu starting to put fire near the staff when I turned around. And
I was gonna go.
Silas
on the
pushed her out of the way.
do we need to break that? The ice, not the.
No, not me.
It's okay.
I thought you were we have to break that. And Obu's just like.
I want to inspect the set first.
Okay.
So,
Okay. What exactly are you like?
I want to observe that that something's kind of sticking out of the end of it.
Yeah.
And so that, and then put a hand on the ice and kind of gauge
Lay on hands.
how hard it is.
As far as the ice goes, the ice is definitely hard and solid, but it does look like you could melt it. It's ice,
Right.
so it could be melted.
But I don't want to damage this thing.
Looking at the staff, it looks like a very intricately carved wooden staff that has a lot of like what looks to be like kind of like tropical influenced runes and stuff carved onto it. And it kind of like wraps around in a top of the staff just seems to kind of like split into some different parts at the top. Nothing really like complicated. It just kind of like wraps around itself at the
It's
top.
not like a gem, right?
There's not a gem in it
Okay.
or anything like that, but I mean it looks
So I
very
don't
great.
need it.
I mean, what do you? Yeah, you don't even have to.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to do that.
I don't have fire spells.
I have a warhammer. I can start chipping at it.
That might be kind of loud.
But it's probably faster than you holding fire fingers up.
How
for a
many
day.
warhammers you got?
Can you?
Do you have,
You have a-
a,
you have a
double
second
fist
one?
them?
Does anybody have a piton?
Oh, I have a fireball staff.
Okay. I don't want to damage the staff.
I wouldn't do that.
We don't know if
Fire
it would.
It's wooden.
You get to determine like.
No.
Tell you.
Give me the warhammer and a piton.
I don't have it. I'm looking to see if I have a baton. I don't think I do. That's equipped. That's actions.
As you're kind of like looking around, you see that skeletal body that was laying on the floor. You kind of notice it's wearing this strange, looks to be homemade beaded necklace, but it doesn't look similar to any of the ones that the turtles wear.
I very gently pick it
I'll
up.
hand him the
and
warhammer,
Check it out.
hand him a maul, and take the other maul.
Just wait a second.
I can pass burning
This is-
hands.
I don't want fire.
Right, that's why we have mauls and
Yeah,
warhammers.
no burning hands. Give a piece on.
No. Don't think. Don't take it.
So
I have
I'm
a
not
ruby
gonna-
eye. Oh, I have Smith's tools. I have a Smith's tool.
Or I just start whacking.
And I'm right beside him.
No,
You
I
guys
don't want help. Hang on. let me
Of
see
course
what I
you
can
don't.
do.
Okay, you just start like carving at the wall.
Yeah.
What are you using?
Give me a
Oh, so you just.
I gave him a warhammer.
warhammer. Yeah.
Okay, so just you're hitting it. After a couple hits, a nice chunk pops out.
My strength is 10.
Sure. Yeah, I mean,
So-
you just keep on going at it. I mean,
Yeah.
you're hitting a wall of ice, so I mean, it looks like it's gonna take a little while, but you're gonna eventually.
So to respect you, I would like to hit around the area to make that specific thing more brittle. So I'm not like laying like a hammer like over his face, but I am like up here to weaken the overall structure around him. Would you be fine with that?
Are you trying to just get the staff, or are you trying to free his whole?
No, just to get.
Just the staff.
Yeah.
So yeah, his staff is what you only have to free like one bit of ice, to where
Yeah,
you can kind of get him.
I want me to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Because he asked me to get it.
Yeah, and you guys turn around and you guys notice Obu is picking a necklace off of the dead body that was over on the side.
It's really.
I mean, come on. They're all here watching you.
As
Meanwhile,
I'm
you're
taking
trying to
something
take
from
a
a dead
staff
body.
off another dead body. Yeah, you gave me permission. Yeah.
Cop's gonna walk over, grab the necklace out of her hand, and what?
Ramsey's not really happy right. Ramsey's
Just
like
Ramsey.
upset.
just really.
Gonna take it, walk to another wall, hold it up as high as I can, pull my spear out.
And before you do that,
Please don't.
Do you
you,
realize
as you're looking at this happening, Obu,
it doesn't? It's not the same.
at the
topic.
bottom of that is a wooden token this big. It has that same symbol that you saw.
Don't
in your
effing
vision.
touch it. Put it down. I take out my crossbow or my longbow and I just straight up shoot his hand wherever I can get it. I'm like,
Well,
put
he
it
did
down.
stop.
I shoot him anyway because I'm pissed at him.
Make an attack roll.
She shoots me, I'm driving the spear in.
I don't shoot him.
It misses.
I majorly.
Sticks into the ice wall.
I will pretend that I did it to get your attention.
Sticking it in the wall, and then turn it to the car. What? These are his people, and you're robbing their dead
Did
body.
you stop and take a look at anything?
No, you pulled it off a corpse. I hung it
After
back
I took
there.
a look at it.
I'm gonna cast invisibility.
So if you look at it, you see how all of
Bangor
these
leaves.
people
yeah, so
are tropical.
Frodo, just to
What
You
I'm
see
gonna
all
do-
these tropical people? Look at that. What symbol is on that? That's on my
while
leg.
they're arguing, I'm gonna take my glaive
Give me
and just
my
take it
necklace.
off. I'm holding it and it disappears.
Yeah,
Topic.
now it's gone. It's vanished.
I quit.
Silas, you free enough of it that you think you can grab the end of it and like wiggle it a little bit and be able to pull it out.
I'm gonna wait.
Okay, yeah, I want to like gently try and like the frozen rigor mortis on his finger, 2 fingers. Please.
Oh yeah.
Before I pull.
And you slide the staff out.
You're like,
Yeah.
eh.
You have a staff.
Look overhead. What would you say? I don't know if I misheard this.
You help us. Free our souls.
Thing about the object that fell, you could see it, but it was all pretty instant, right?
It was very quick.
Terrible way to go.
Good news is it was quick. Bad news.
It's not over.
We've been trapped.
How long is it?
We're stuck in this form. Time is very hard to decipher.
There's no seasons. It's just.
Anything else you can tell us about the island as it's changed? Observed?
Being isolated and trapped in these caves, I didn't see much.
Isolated.
But there are other groups that venture out. A lot of them coming here to try to seek knowledge. Actually have stay. Many creatures that are not from our islands have come over the years and have made this their home. Most recently, giants. They're only need to gather another trophy.
Down the other time.
Don't know. Something.
Well, rest here for
Seems your friends are at disagree.
watch them.
I shouldn't assume.
Oh, Kopek's nailing a necklace 9 feet in the air.
Well, actually, that necklace has disappeared. It's just gone.
Obu's packing up and walking out.
What happens when we stood there?
As soon as
Do I
like,
see?
as soon as like Obu like goes to reach for something, I'm gonna like put the necklace on the path so when she grabs it, I let go.
And the
it just-
necklace appears in your hand.
I don't say thank you. Just kind of go. Not friend.
You're robbing a dead body. Then you said, "Look at it," and somehow you stole it from there. Again.
I'm not explaining anything. I'm done with you.
It's the same thing from your vision. Same exact. But even though it looks like beads and homemade carved beads, it is not the same cultural look as what.
I'm gonna put it on. Think about it whenever I'm like do the looking at it later.
And as you put that on, and
It's probably not a smart idea. I'm probably gonna be taken
Cursed. Cursed forever.
Yep.
you turn into a zombie.
Well, luckily,
All of a sudden, your mentality enters into the turtle corpse, and the turtle corpse jumps into yours.
this is
You put that
unpredictable.
on. Silas looks like he's just getting into a moment where he's holding the staff. I think that is a good place to end this episode.